Yo, 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 what is going on, criticalops esports fans, and welcome to Worlds 2024. We're here in the Eurasia region. Cannot believe 2024 is coming to a close here. We have some exciting matches lined up for you today. I'm Sudden Death, and I'm joined by the one, the only Twist. How you doing, man?
Hey, I'm doing good. I'm happy to be back, man. I missed the last kind of tournament that there wasn't COP, so I'm just happy to be back. It has been some time, so I think that's plenty of time for, some new teams, some new names to pop up, and, that's exactly what we're going to be seeing today. If there are some newbies who can maybe, take the tournament, or perhaps in the group stage, you still got to give it to the old dogs. We'll see how it goes, as we're still waiting to see how the tournament goes. I think we're going to be seeing the, just the bracket to for you guys to understand better how it works. It should be coming up sometime soon.
We're topping into the format, and we'll take a look at the bracket, just kind of run over everything where we're at. So starting at stage one, this is where we started. We're, of course, past this stage right now. This was regional qualifiers held for both the Americas and Eurasia region. Each region had its own single elimination. Top 8 teams per bracket advanced on to the next stage. And that's where we are right now in stage number 2, which is the regional stage. And that image should be popping up here on screen right there. There it is, man. It's like I'm clairvoyant. See it coming. So right now we're in the regional stage number 2, and this is for the Eurasia and the Americans. We did the first stream for the Americas region last night. We're here in the Eurasia region right now. This is a double elimination bracket, best of 3. So in order to advance to the next stage, teams must reach the upper bracket in the finals or win the lower bracket finals. Additionally, the winner of the upper bracket finals will skip to round 1 of the playoff stage. So you want to be winning, so you go ahead and get that nice, easy coast on into stage 3, the playoffs, because if you take the L here, you still have an opportunity if you're in the upper bracket to play, but you're going to have a little bit more of an uphill battle with some rain and some sleet, and that's just never fun. Now, stage 3 playoffs, which has yet to start, because of course we're still in stage 2, but the playoffs are going to consist of single elimination bracket. Round 1 consists of the lower bracket finals winners and the upper bracket final losers of the Eurasia and the American regions, respectively. The winners of these rounds will face the winners of the upper bracket finals in the semifinals, and all these matches are best of 5. Now,
yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stages, a lot that we have to go through, and that final match will be the grand finals. Ultimately, what all these teams are playing for, a best of 7. That is crazy, Jake. That is a lot of maps. Best of 5 is already grueling. 7 maps? Oh boy.
Yeah, and that's, of course, why we do 2 days as well for the grand finals. We take it over 2 days over the weekend, just because, like you said, best of 7, that is a grueling amount of time to be playing. So give teams an opportunity to reset, rest, and gives them an opportunity to work on things that they didn't do as well day 1. So again, grand finals will be here towards the end of the year, and you can see the date up there, which will be December 14th and 15th. So make sure you go ahead and put that on your calendars, because there's it's going to be a big weekend. Now, the prize pool, Twist, take a look at this.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of cash. It's certainly a lot that these teams are playing for. I love seeing that the kind of prize pool for competitive criticalops keeps rising throughout the years. This time, 25k in total in those USDs. Now, first place, of course, taking almost half of that chunk. Also, champion rings and knife skin and glove skin. That is just some things you really want to get if you're a pro player. It's almost a flex item, but also it just, keeps you on track on what you've done. Obviously, second place is still going to be good if you make it to the finals. That is 6k in your pocket, and there's something for the 3rd and 5th place finishes as well. So overall, a lot of teams getting rewarded here. A pretty good chance to, if you're one of the better teams, get some rewards for it.
Everybody's gonna get something as long as you get far enough into the tournament. You're gonna be walking away with something. Now, match voting. We're going to talk about that. For those of you new around here, you can vote which team will win in the upcoming Worlds matchups, like today, and have the opportunity to earn rewards. You can win up to 25 winter cases and the entire lucky spin. So head over to mobilesports.org/app/world/2024 to go ahead and participate in that. I know many of you are already talking about in the chat doing that, but for those of you new around here, you can find the link in the video description down below, or just go ahead and type in that URL on the bottom of the screen into your search browser, and you will be good to go. Now, qualified teams, here they are, popping up on screen right now. See some familiar faces here, Twist.
I mean, certainly the names. I haven't seen the rosters exactly. I know that, criticalops is prone to having a lot of different rosters with the same name for the team, but I mean, talk about Rain and Invictus. Two teams have throughout the years proven to be the best no matter what roster they play under. Also, Mullet Mafia, gotta look out for them. I think a couple of years ago, at least, they made a big run for the throne. Exclusive in the mix as well, and some new teams as well, Jake. Perhaps Mad Fire, a team that I haven't seen. Maybe you know something about them.
No, yeah. We'll dive in and take a closer look here a little bit at the individual teams. But yeah, I got some familiar faces here as well as a couple new ones. And we're going to go ahead and start looking at the team matchups for today. And like I said, we'll start dissecting them and getting more into it and see how similar the rosters are compared to the previous years. So, first matchup today is going to be No Mercy versus Invictus. Oh, I'm sorry. Before we hop on into that, let's take a look here at the bracket.
Yeah, the bracket, we've already had some games, so in Europe, some things have transpired, and this is going to be leaving Reign, Exclusive, No Mercy, and Invictus in the upper round 2. Saints, Caesar, Glory, Mult Mafia, and Mad Fire still in the tournament, just drop down to the lower bracket, have to do it the hard way. But for today, we're going to be seeing matches in the upper round, I believe, so No Mercy up against Invictus. It's going to be a pretty easy one for either side. We'll see how it goes. I mean, Invictus did win 2-1 up against Mad Fire. Maybe a bit confusing that Invictus, give away a map up against a rather new team. But yeah, a lot of exciting things have happened. Unfortunately, that DQ comes through from Mullet Mafia, so they'll be starting off their World's Championship 2024 on not exactly the right foot.
Yeah, they like fighting uphill, That's what it is. Some people like that. Streams for the matches for today already teased. No Mercy and Invictus. That's going to be taking place here shortly. We're just about to go ahead and start dissecting both of these teams. And then later on in the day, it'll be Team Reign versus Team Exclusive. So we got a lot of fun and exciting matches for all today. For those of you that weren't paying attention during the format, it is a best of 3. So guaranteed 2 maps, potentially 3. And we went the distance yesterday in the Americas region in both matchups. So we got a lot of fun and exciting Critical Ops action for you all today. No Mercy versus Invictus. Let's go ahead and dive on in. All right. Before we can talk about the teams, really, I guess we got to know what maps are playing on.
Yeah, we'll see how the map video goes. I mean, SOAR is going to be instantly banned, so makes sense. I don't think it's exactly a good map for No Mercy, so obviously going for the ban. Here, Invictus banned Grounded, a good map for them, but perhaps not exactly practiced as much recently. We'll see what the picks will be looking like. So Ray to start things off. Equal win rates on both sides, so I think will be a brawl. Probably double digits for both. Could be a pretty tough one to convert for either side, but ultimately No Mercy looking to do it. Then Canals. Also a very close one, Jake. 61% win rate to 58. I think this is going to be an all-out brawl, isn't it, on the first 2 maps. We'll see how the third one goes as the bans will be coming in as well. But oh boy, it could be 3 maps, and if it is, I'm excited to see that last one.
Yeah, I mean, starting out here on Raid, fast, aggressive pushes on the breach side. Love to see that action. And then you go to the Canals for map number 2. Plenty of opportunity to utilize sniper rifles, scoped ARs as well, and maybe even see some longer range pistol shots. Plaza, Port getting banned, and Bureau is going to be our decider once again, but there's a big difference in win rate right there. No Mercy with a 41% negative win rate. Invictus coming in with 70%. Bureau was the decider for both matches yesterday. Interesting to see that is the case once again today, but different maps for the first 2. We had Grounded and Port back-to-back for both the matchups yesterday. So I'd like to see, again, the Raid pick and Canals. I think we'll have a very diverse set of action. Everybody will get an opportunity to shine at what their specific role is, what they're good at here on these maps. Again, starting out with Raid, which we'll be going into. Lots of fast pushes on the breach side. Has some quick rotations. Can definitely get hectic on this map. I love casting this map. It is so much fun.
Yeah, I think the map will kind of favors Invictus here, doesn't it? I mean, 2 maps that are just head-to-head, but that Bureau, they definitely have the advantage in terms of their win rate, and also they are kind of put as the favorite team. Obviously, we'll still go through the lineups, I believe, but, just the name rings a bell. For No Mercy, honestly, they've also been great throughout the seasons, but in my opinion, Invictus will be perhaps the favorites of the matchup, but we'll see how it goes. Map pool does favor them. But you know, on the day, a lot can change, and especially with the rating canals being so close, so head to head. I mean, there's a chance, you know, that both of them go like 13 to 11, but for the side of No Mercy, perhaps. So definitely a lot of possibilities that could be happening here. So let's take a look at what No Mercy can really deliver. It is going to be them with this lineup of Exist, Richard, Clam, Sultan Raymond, Akira, Skier, and May. So a lot of new names, perhaps a lot of names that I haven't heard. But to be honest, I have taken my fair share of a break from the scene. So I am excited to see what this roster can do. Definitely a very international one.
Yeah, and less maps played compared to some other players. You know, Akira coming in with 113 maps played, but several of these players are under 50 right there. Looking at the tournament history here, Circuit Season 3 grabbing first place, Circuit Season 4 second place, and Season 5 coming in third place. Also grabbing first place in Embers of Victory, and then making it to the semifinals in Embers of Victory Season 2. But they've been quiet since then, but now they're back here in Worlds. Finished 8th place in 2022. Excited to see what they got under the hood. Done some new tune-ups, got some new players.
Yeah, I feel like they've always been that team that's kind of lingering around the playoff stage, you know, the quarter, maybe the semis even, but they've never really been in that place where they are, oh, you know, top 3 contenders. So perhaps this season is the time for them to change that. I think they're definitely looking to, but, you know, it's hard, it's difficult because certainly Europe is the most active region and we don't exactly have a European lineup. It also means practicing up against the best, which ultimately makes you better, is a lot more difficult to do. So impressed with what No Mercy have done so far. We'll see what they can prove up against the European powerhouse of Invictus, as this is going to be the roster. Well, there's certainly a lot more familiar names here, Jake.
Yeah.
It's going to be Malik, Vulgrant, Noxic Valley, Masya, Naxera, and Jimmy. Certainly a wild array of players. 7 of them as well. So we'll see which ones are playing today. But I mean, I don't have to announce these guys. You know, look at the maps played. Look at the win rates. Nobody has lower than 60% win rate, and everybody is above a 1.2 rating. Are you kidding me? This is certainly a difficult team to rival in Europe.
And everybody's over 100 competitive maps played except for Masya, but coming in at 70. Tons of tournament experience. They've been in the hot seat before, and that experience can definitely come into play. And just little fine details that can help Invictus get over an edge on No Mercy. Let's take a look at the tournament history for Team Invictus. Season 4 and Season 5, second and first place respectively, grabbing first place in Embers of Victory Season 2. Not doing as hot in Season 3, coming in 8th place. Now, Pro League Season 1, they were able to grab second place. And then we'll go ahead and flip over to the next page and take a look at that. Finishing 16th place in Worlds 2022 and then 10th place in 2023. And also grabbing first place there in Season 2 of Pro League. So not the best finishes last couple of years. They're definitely trying to change that up this year. And, well, I think they got a little something to prove. Maybe a little chip on the shoulder.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you want to make sure that you're the best, and even if you have the best players, sometimes it doesn't work out as a team. So, talking about the players, let's see the head-to-heads. First off, we're going to have Malik up against Exist. Malik is that entry fragger role. I mean, yeah, talk about the individual ratings again. Whichever way you look, they're going to be great. For No Mercy, or actually Exist has a higher individual rating. It could be, you know, him just kind of, let's use the word farming a little bit in that Asia region, but it could also be just genuine talent. We shall see. As Malik, you know, certainly a lot more established player. We've seen a lot more from him. Vulgrant, again, you know, somebody you just don't have to introduce, but on the other side, again, I feel like No Mercy, at least for Asia scene, is the best team, right? So far, at least ratings-wise and win rate-wise, they are up there. So, yeah, I'm just excited to see what they can do in Europe, Jake, because I know that the playstyles differ a lot, you know, between Europe and North America, and I haven't seen too much of, like, pure Asian critical ops, but I'm excited to see what it has to offer.
Again, the thing that's sticking out to me right now is just the difference in maps played. Invictus just has the overall tournament experience. There's 140 maps compared to 48. Valley coming in. Again, somebody else you don't have to introduce. 48 for Sultan Ramen right there. I love that name. 54% win rate for him. Akira is you're going to be your in-game leader. Coming with 113 maps played. Masya at 70 maps. And that's the lowest maps played there for Team Invictus.
Yeah, it's looking rather interesting. We also have Nexera and Skiller in the mix. Now, some of these will be subs for sure, so you just got to keep an eye out which teams are playing with what players. I don't know why they have two stand-ins, because it's not exactly like a default in other esports where there's like 5 players and you have 2 stand-ins that are like actively there. Normally you just play with like a 5-man lineup, and if for some example somebody can't do something, then you stand in. But I've seen from the side of Invictus especially, like rotating players around and different maps having a bit of a different lineup. So yeah, I mean, I'm just excited to see kind of where that goes here, if they're able to change players depending on the map. I know that was a big thing before, where some players were just really good on specific maps.
Yeah, and having that flexibility will bring that player in that may be better on canals or something, and then drop him off. Brings that extra level of strategy into things. Well, folks,
Sure.
No Mercy versus Invictus is the first matchup. We're waiting for everything to finish up. Actually, I take that back. I just got word that the knife is ready. So let's do this. Let's dive on into the knife blender. It's time.
It is time indeed.
Little swipe. Seems to be starting out on which side? Again, starting on the map of Raid for map 1.
Yeah, it is going to be an interesting one to watch. I mean, we have the knife coming up. Normally, I think Raid is quite T-sided, isn't it, Jake? So probably if you get the T-side early, get that advantage. That's probably what No Mercy are looking for as well. As we have to remember here, yeah, they are going to win the knife round. We have to remember that they are kind of the underdogs of this. So starting on your side, starting on T-side, putting some rounds up ahead, winning out the first half even, I think that would be the best way to start things off. It's just increasingly more hard to come back if you're in the underdog and you're already losing. So yeah, we'll see how things go. That is the knife round done and sealed, and we are just now getting ready to see how this first one unfolds. This is the upper bracket semi-final, I do believe. So 2 teams have already won, now looking to do it again, start building up a little bit of a dynasty. Otherwise, moving down that lower bracket, you're still not eliminated, but having a safety net, I think for a team especially like No Mercy, would go a long way.
Yeah. And
so we are good to go.
And we're almost live. No Mercy versus Invictus. Up around 2 here. First map of the best of 3. Chad, I hope you're ready. Let us know in the comment section down below who you think's going to be taking the W. We are live. Hashtag NM. You're going for No Mercy, or hashtag INV for Invictus. Always curious to see what the chat's thoughts are.
Yeah, do let us know which one you're going for, as we are just going to see how this unfolds. The pistol round has come up. There's going to be No Mercy to start on that T side, which obviously is the easier one to play on, so no question marks there. And the meanwhile, Invictus going for a rather heavy B lean here. And that would be the correct call, as No Mercy are slowly but surely advancing towards that heaven position. We will have the walk in on site, but there's 3 towards tunnels. Gotta watch out, gotta be careful. It's Nexera getting a bit overwhelmed, goes for the reload, flash in as well, but it seems like No Mercy have gotten the site. They get the plant as well. Even though it's a B stack, it will be a bit of a unicorn round. A 5v5 retake in which Jimmy is gonna put the first frag on the board. He's looking for more, and they certainly need so, but this heaven position is so difficult to deal with, Jake.
Yeah, it is. You want to try to smoke it out as much as possible. Of course, more difficult here in the earlier rounds with not as much cash to work. May is working it effectively. They're working their way up here. Invictus May finding a 3K with the P250 in his hand. Jimmy made some noise, but ultimately getting dropped. And Invictus is going to be able to defuse the bomb. No Mercy losing that round, but getting the bomb planted, though, is going to help them with some cash, getting a little extra invested into their accounts. And they're going to be able to utilize that in round number 2 to start applying some pressure already onto Invictus, not getting as much of a, or trying to prevent the early lead from happening.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the buyers are going to be there. Invictus have converted the first, but it also means that No Mercy now put on AKs. Perhaps a chance away how to crack open the side. Well, that is one, just walking on it. Walks on through, drops from heaven. Sultan gets one. Nexera with the refrag. The Blom plan comes in, but I think May might as well go down there. How? What? Vulgran thought he finished him off. He did not. That is a big mistake on the part of Invictus, which might even lose them the round. Even though they win the pistol, the second might be a bit difficult to get. Now, last round they did deal with these heaven positions just beautifully. Just, you know, got rid of every single thing. No problems at all. But I am excited to see what happens now. Nexera pushes in Richard. Malik with the refrag. 1v2 for Akira. He's low HP. Has to do it all. Tries to push in for the wall bang, but will be caught off guard by Nexera. And Invictus do find a second. But for No Mercy, I mean, 2 rounds in a row, they do get the plant. So not too bad in that department.
Yeah, getting that plant over and over and over again. I talked about it yesterday. Talk about it again today, because why not? Can help so much later on in the half with just having that little extra cash to go ahead and get the last point or 2 on the board before going into the flip. And same way after the flip in the second half, it can make the difference between winning a close game that's at 11-11 or losing it. Just getting that bomb planted 1 or 2 extra times to have that little extra cash to work with, maybe buying the higher tier assault rifle or picking up a couple extra utilities. B is no longer the side of choice. A is where they are going. Shots are being fired right now. Richard is going to find Malik, but not before he's able to drop down Mr. Ramen there. Chicken or beef? I don't know.
Bomb has been planted.
Yeah, I mean, No Mercy. Again, just walking on the side. No problem cracking open the bomb side. Problem defending it. Same for Invictus. Seems like it's just too T-sided at this point. And when the T's turn into the T's, they push in, they flash in, they overwhelm. Nexera with beautiful utility usage. And the third will put Invictus on 3. The retakes are immaculate, Jake. And this is Invictus showing a masterclass early on that, yeah, perhaps holding down the sites is difficult, but they're not going to let No Mercy get a single round here. 3 plants, 3 diffuses, and now we enter a round where the buy is still going to be there for No Mercy. So, you know, they just keep buying up, keep trying these executes. We'll see if Invictus are able to get around without allowing the bomb plant this time.
Yeah, because now with the bomb being planted and then the loss bonus start coming in, that's going to allow No Mercy to keep up with the cash and continue being able to buy the weapons. But once they finally win that first round and put it on the point on the board, loss bonus is going to go away. So you got to be careful with how many players you drop in that round, or you could put a point on the board and then instantly give the next round over to Invictus, and you'll be able to build no momentum.
Yeah, right. I mean, so far No Mercy, they've had almost gotten to the momentum part, right? Invictus now are starting to build up a bit of a round lead, but the thing is, those rounds have been close. Might have as well been, you know, 3-0 for No Mercy here. So I think neither team really feels comfortable here, as this time a lot of a slower approach. No instant pushes, some smokes down. It's gonna be Valley to just crack open 2 from the backstab. Nobody was expecting him. He moves in at the perfect time, and now Exist is just isolated towards heaven. They hear the boiler playing, moving in the form of Richard as well, I think. So a lot of noise made, a lot of sound cues, and Richard finds Vulgran. That is a big pickup. Richard with the double. Hold on, still possible. Nexera gets the refrag, almost caught off guard. Malik with the frag. Will leave 1v3 up for grabs from May, but he's low HP, and that May will be the finisher. Invictus, well, this surely looks like a more promising round. They found a way how to stop those quick pushes coming in from No Mercy, Jake.
Yeah, here's just what we were talking about. Nexera grabbing 3 there on that for Invictus. Still early on, but Invictus is definitely looking really, really good right now. No Mercy still able to stay competitive with the buy, do the bomb plants, and the loss bonus coming in. But when they finally put that first point on the board, they need to try to keep as many players alive as possible. And boy, you can't just, oh my gosh, you can't.
Oh my goodness.
Jimmy grabbing 2 with the SG. Vulgran also in there. It's a 3v2 No Mercy with the body count board disadvantage. They're working their way into the B site right now. There's 2 players wrapping around from B long, and 1 coming up ramps from Vince. trying to prevent the bomb from going down, but is able to get it. Kira up top.
Oh
There
my
it is.
goodness, no mercy. Yeah, they're just really living up to their team name here, spraying everyone down. And yeah, they finally get one through. I mean, the first three looked real promising. This was never a shutout game to begin with, and now No Mercy are starting to make it a bit closer. And oftentimes the first one is the most difficult to get, Jake. So I think maybe, you know, getting a chance here to get a bit of a revenge. Now, we do have to remember that this is the T side. So, you know, ideally they would at least get to 6 until the end of the half, and that wouldn't even be great. Probably looking for a lot of rounds in a row here. Invictus still in a big lead in terms of their respective side in the scoreboard, but Sultan is going to do well to open up things. Jimmy goes down, and now B bomb site under a rather big attack here. There's 2 towards tunnels, but it's going to be a difficult one to maneuver around if they get smoked off. Instead, they smoke off heaven, and that gives them a little bit more space to move towards long as well.
Minute 10 here on the clock. Heaven smoked out. Bomb carrier hanging back, looking like he's going to begin to rotate around here towards the A site. Do you see player number 3 here? That's Malik back in CT spawn, just watching to see if we can see anybody cross over there towards that A site. Remaining players here on the Invictus side can easily move through tons over to go ahead and reinforce A if need be. And there's that cheeky play right there, May, still hanging outside of heaven, looking to see if he can pick up any stragglers, trying to clear that B site. Taking their time, 36 seconds here on the clock. They're going to have to make their move shortly. Smoke's out, and they know there's something going on over here. Malik's able to pick up Richard through the smoke. Boy, you have to be irritated if you're Richard coming up with that. A little more smoke going down, trying to give them some cover. And the bomb is now going to be planted, switching up the roles here for Invictus, making them now the aggressors. Trades coming in, May with a nice little 2K. Axis also in there. It's a sea of yellow in the kill feed right now, and it's all up to Malik to clean this 1v3 up. The bomb slowly taking down, and he's in a tough spot. Utility coming in, preventing him from pushing out, and there's bullets whizzing past his head. At this point, do you try to back off into your spawn and save that AUG, or do you go out with a blaze of glory and try to take 1 or 2 with you?
Yeah, I mean, credit where it's due. The aim is looking real good on the side of No Mercy, right? They're having no trouble converting these entry frags, converting these 50-50 aim duels, really. And, you know, Invictus, they have good strategies. That's the thing, you know, the older the team is, usually the bigger the strat book is going to be. But sometimes you just got to win out your aim duels, you know, no matter how good your strats are. It does come down to those 1v1s, and No Mercy so far, I mean, doing a phenomenal job. I'm not sure which server they're playing on, so maybe they have the ping advantage, but still, winning out a lot of gun duels against very tough opposition here. We'll put them on the second on the board, and now Invictus with a hero AUG in play. We'll just go pistols only, looking to get through this round and on to the next one, able to buy up again. No Mercy, this is their famous A site take. The entry fragger gets a little bit flashed, not ideal, but no problems posed really. I mean, Malik is the only one really with any kind of chance here.
Yeah, hopefully you can pick up a couple kills. I mean, for No Mercy right now, you just want to try to keep as many players up and not allow Invictus to do too much damage to your economy here. Working the way around through the back, Malik coming down through tunnel. Ooh, Jimmy using the first to strike. May quickly clean up a couple players. They've done a good job here. Invictus dropping down 3. It's a 2v2 now. Bomb is slowly ticking down. It's possible for them to win this, but they got to make the move now.
Yeah, bomb thinking rather quickly, and Sultan does finish off the last. Was a big move from him to get out in the open there and, you know, not take cover, not play on time. But yeah, when you're confident, you're confident. Or if you're going to convert those aim duels, might as well take the peak. So it's a great conversion by No Mercy there. They put the third one on the board, and even though that was guaranteed and, you know, felt a little bit closer than it should have, I still think that this game has legs. Certainly the best of 3. No Mercy take a little bit of time to get warmed up, but once they do, a 3-round streak, now looking to equalize the scoreboard here.
Yeah, No Mercy. So much damage done to their economy there in Invictus in the last round. Props to them for that.
Ooh, Volgren. Yeah, he gets exist. That is a big first frag to get. The rest of the No Mercy squad is grouping up towards B, but with how really raid is made, the CTs can just rotate so quickly, so No Mercy still have to deal with 2 rifles here on the opposite side, trying to defend this B bomb site. May takes a peek, Doesn't like what he see. Waits for the rest of the team to arrive towards B long, but they get smoked off. Sultan, though, gets one. You gotta watch out. Jimmy and Richard almost get some frags, but Richard does put one on the board. A 3v3 now, and they just gotta get through Jimmy. If they eliminate the site player, the site will be cracked open. Volgrant now in a tough position. They can just smoke him up. They can just jiggle him, do that, whatever you do. Oh my goodness, Richard is just gonna drop from the sky and put the frag on the board. Volgrant goes down. Malik in the 1v3 getting naded away. Nice shot. A wallbang there to finish off Richard. He has been causing so much trouble here for the Invictus squad. But still, it's a 1v3 in which you have to find 2 more players. They know exactly where you're coming from, and they can just, you know, play crossfires, camp in heaven here. The possibilities are endless, Jake.
Yeah, and he's going to try and go for it. Pop out here, find Akira, the pre-fire, and it's not going to work. Didn't want to save again. Invictus has totally lost the lead they had created early on here, and we're all tied up now. Here's your
4-4
map stats. As we were talking earlier, so close, 67% compared to 68% win-loss ratio. No Mercy having played it 27 times compared to 19 for Invictus. Now, No Mercy won the knife. They chose the breach side to start out on, and technically all the maps are CT-sided, but if you're going to make an argument for one being breached, this is definitely the map to make the argument for it being a breach-sided map. If you're No Mercy, you really want to go ahead and win the next 4 and take it 8-4. You don't want a 6-6 half. I don't think you do. You give Invictus that breach half, can get a little chaotic, especially since it extends a little longer, or can extend a little longer if you go the full distance in the second half, allowing the breach to plant the bomb a couple more times, a little extra cash. You want to go ahead and close this half out very strong. Speaking of that,
God, Sultan Rahman, just moves in, gets the double exist, and Richard with the frags as well. I mean, No Mercy, this is now 5 rounds in a row where they just win their gun duels. Yeah, maybe the executes could have been a bit better, but still, they win their gun duels. They planted the bomb out of, I believe this is the 9th round, like 7 times. So, you know, those first 3 rounds go their way as well. This is No Mercy looking really dominant on that T side right now. Maybe the score doesn't exactly reflect it, but from what we've seen, it's Invictus losing the gunfight more often than not. I'm getting a little bit worried for Invictus here. Now, Jake, do you know if this is No Mercy's map pick? I can't remember or Invictus, because that changes things as well.
Yeah, I do not remember off the top of my head. I'm going to have to look.
Well, in the meanwhile, we'll look where Invictus are going to take this. 4 on the CD side is not bad. We have to remember that this is raid. But certainly, when those 4 are only the first 4 you get, and you've had a bit of a round drought here. I mean, you just need to put a round on the board just to, you know, for the mental to feel a little bit better.
Yeah, mentally, just 1 point on the board would be great. And it is No Mercy's map pick. So No Mercy picked up Raid, and then Invictus's pick is Canal. So, so far, No Mercy doing phenomenally well on their map pick.
Yeah. Looking good, looking solid. Nexera has been eliminated already. And as he falls, the rest of the team, the task becomes even more difficult. Jimmy gets baited out with that jiggle a little bit, exposes his position, but the smoke will be dropped down.
May taking his time here. That bomb is working its way through boiler room, looking like it's going to move over towards A. Not going to drop down in tons. Going to work all the way slowly around. May, once again, we've seen this play before when they move over, rotate over towards A. May goes ahead and stays inside of heaven. Pick up any stragglers, might move through tons. Look at Malik. He realized, oh, maybe not. They're going to have a clean spot over here on A unless Malik gets over here. Yeah, he realizes the situation he's in, moves across. They should have that utility going off and will begin to make that rotation. May jumps down, loses that gunfight versus Jimmy. He was ready for him that time, and now they're making their cross over here towards that A site. Bomb planted without too many problems. Now comes the retake. Invictus has been good on the retake in the first few rounds over on the A site. We'll see if they can go ahead and do it again.
Yeah, problem is the smoke is there, so their locations are known as well. This just has to be the raw aim again for No Mercy to shut this one down. But so far it has been there. But Jimmy and Valley with the frags, Akira and Sultan with the double, looking to finish things off. How did they win it out? This was a 1v4? I think it was a 2v4. Yeah, it was a 2v4. They just get the doubles. Invictus, even though it looks really promising, get caught off guard, both watching the same angle. Don't account for a fast swing, and that is going to be 6 on the board for No Mercy. Invictus, scoreline is 4-6, so still theoretically close, but again, Jake, they haven't won a round for 6, and heading into the pistol, that doesn't really go too well. That second half has to be theirs, and they don't want to start off on the wrong mentality, so they desperately need a round here. At least one to finish off the half somewhat strong, but Sultan Rahman is just going to make no difference here. He's going to get Volgra and Jimmy with the refrag, and that is finally Invictus not losing the opening pick.
Yeah, like I said, just for the mental capital, you want to see him put one more point on the board. But if you're No Mercy, you want to shut him out here. You really want to go into the flip 8-4 because you're going to be on that coalition side for the rest of the game. Technically, again, it's a coalition-sided map, just as all maps are. But this one leans more towards that breach side, just being with how fast it can push to the bomb site and get those bombs planted and continually being able to stack up extra cash from that alone. Round number 11 here, 2 rounds away from the flip, just 50 seconds left on the clock. It's a 4v4 right now. Nobody's dropped yet since those opening picks. Malik backing up a little bit. Should realize, or should think at least, they will be making the rotation over here towards A. They've pinned it towards B. Jimmy's flashed out. He's made the call. Oh, the game sense, man. You got to watch those headphones. He's able to come up with 2. You can't do that. He was blind. Axis trying to make it work, though. Last player left alive here for No Mercy. They're showing No Mercy inside of heaven right now as Malik goes ahead and drops him from the ground. Jimmy coming up with the play of the round right there. Flashed. Still able to find you.
Yeah. That's huge from young Jimmy there. We'll put Invictus in a position where they're just a round short, and finally they've broken that drought of 6 rounds in a row for No Mercy. Again, you know, as close as it gets, and it does seem like every single round is close. No Mercy, you know, rather this way. The rounds that are close, Invictus might win out, but there's a lot of rounds that are not close, and those No Mercy just take. So it has been a little bit more sighted for No Mercy than perhaps seems, but Malik, he's still going to find the frag. Doesn't matter what, you know, it should have been. It matters what it is, and right now Invictus looking to perhaps equalize the scoreboard right before the pistol comes up. Dropping from the sky, Sultan Rahman just takes one away, and that is Jimmy, the B-side anchor, gone, which means rotations are arriving. They are going for it. Last round of the half after all. But a 3v4 needs to be converted, and I think if May gets Valley here, I mean, it's just going to be too difficult. He can just play time, doesn't even have the swing. Flash comes in, and yeah, he plays time, retreats back. Has to be careful about Long, though. Will get caught off guard, perhaps, but no, May gets the frag. Valley with the double comes in clutch. A 2v2 now, but look at the HPs, Jay. They're just not there. Big nade on Akira does not hit, and I don't think they can defuse here. As soon as they get on the bomb, they should be sprayed down, but Valley's holding it, taken down by the revolver, and exists to finish things off. We'll put No Mercy at 7. So again, a very close one, but this one they do win out. And now pistol round coming up. This has to be the win for Invictus. Sure, it's a T-sided map, but you need this pistol. Otherwise, 9-5 could be imminent.
Just going to score there. Things are actually fairly similar across the board. A little high, but again, fairly similar, just looking at everybody. No Mercy now on the coalition side. You take this next round, this pistol, and you're almost guaranteed 9-5, potentially 10-5, depending on how the cookie crumbles. Really important for Invictus to win this.
Yeah, and look at this. Invictus have found their way onto the A bomb side. This was the call to stack B. No Mercy. Now find out that, well, just the wrong gamble, really. Can't cash out. Gotta go for it. Gotta see what you're made of. Arriving through towards tunnels, but this is a heavy presence to deny it. It's double setup on the other side. And clock is ticking away. So how do you get past 3 players there? It's going to be so difficult. As soon as you swing, there's 3 on the other side, so they can't even push through from tunnels. Meanwhile, Long is arriving. Exist gets 1. Sultan, Raymond, Valley, Malik with the frags going all the way. It's 2v3 now, but I don't think there's enough time, Jake. Even with Exist getting the frag, they have to defuse immediately. And oh, Jimmy gets another one. The defuse is not there. Denied by the bomb rather than Jimmy. They all blow up. It's one big chaos, but Invictus do find a 6th on the board. I'm just excited for this. I mean, this has been a back and forth game, really. And it seems like we might be going double digits for both sides here, Jake.
Yeah, exactly. And, looking at the stats, you were thinking, well, maybe, if it was going to get lopsided, you were thinking Invictus was going to be on top, maybe like a 13-6 or something like that. But it doesn't look like it's going to be the case at all. No Mercy can play, and so can Invictus. Now that they got that breach side, having won that round, they should easily be able to tie it up here. Going A once again. They have the weaponry to work with now. AK's coming out. Mr. Rahman making a little bit of noise, but quickly traded down by Valley. Jimmy in a tough spot flash, with teammate Malik is going to go ahead and back him up. Richard and May coming from behind. Valley is your bomb carrier. They're going to find Malik, drop him down. They know where they're at now. Naxera sprays one down, trying to grab the other. Isn't able to do it as Jimmy doubles up with the AK in his hand. Not time to plant the bomb, but the round does go in their favor, and we're all tied up here as we move into round number 15.
Yeah, looking solid. 7-7 now. We have to remember this is a T-sided map, so as good as No Mercy looked in the first half, they have to show that they can do the same and more on the CT side. And score is now going to be equalized. They now come into a bit of a disadvantage here. So 15th round of play comes in, rifles on both sides. But a slow one at that.
Yeah, I'll spread out. Looking for some opening picks. I guess Richard is inside of Vince. Or Tons, excuse me. Yeah, there he is. Okay. Let's say I saw Naxera poking out mid, and there's no guns being fired. Just crossing that minute mark right now. Looks like Invictus is going to start committing over here towards the A side. They're going to put a ring on it. Valorant making some noise. Oh man, that sucks for Sultan. Double flash, going to force it back out of there. Valorant also eating a little bit of his team's flash. And it's just not Rahman's day.
No, certainly not. So they look to retreat back. Perhaps. What is this from Valley? How has he found the frag towards tunnels? That is so much information. That is also the B bomb side crack completely open. I mean, Invictus just toying with them, although Exist, where does he come from? Gets a double, might even get the 3rd, shuts down the rotation. That comes to a full halt, and I think this is No Mercy now winning it out, isn't it? I mean, it's Vulgrant and Valley to do it all. Valley started off great, but and they were just not aware of mid. Vulgrant, in the meanwhile, has found himself towards tunnel. Surely not the double. Richard is there, but Valley has picked up one himself, so has to do it all here, really. Has completed half of the kills, but no time left. No Mercy will find the 8th, and honestly, that was a huge fumble from Invictus. Gotta, give my props to Exist for hitting all 3 there, but the fact that, Invictus rotate together and they're not able to get the refrags, like that's kind of a, the ball is in their court there.
No Mercy back in the lead. Invictus having a couple players on Deagles. Vulcan grab for the... Oh, excuse me, not a Deagle. It's a P250. I thought it was a Deagle. I need to get my eyes checked.
Yeah, a wild array of weaponry here. For Invictus side, it is 3 rifles, so theoretically still possible to convert, but, they'll need a little bit of help. Sultan Rahman will find all of them on the other side. It's Jimmy to get the refrag, and now A side has almost fallen. Richard will just evacuate away towards tunnels. He has been fully flashed. Vulgran finds Exist with the P250, and that just kind of falls apart there. Invictus will get the plant. It does look like, Jake, we have an 8-8 game here. Ooh, Akira will find Vulgran, but that's not an important kill, right? What's important is getting these side players, and Akira looking for more. They will move in from lower tunnels. Akira on the backstab as well. There's plenty of time.
Plenty down to work with here. Ooh. Invictus with the 2K. May gonna put down Malik before he can do more damage to his team. Comes up with 2, looking for the 3rd. He's able to find it. And Fire's not deceiving me. He's got enough time to defuse. It's gonna be close, but he's got it.
Bomb has been defused.
What a play. 9-7.
Yeah, down to the wire there. I mean, again, so many of these rounds have been so close, but that one, Invictus just needed to play for time for a second or two more. Either way, No Mercy will now take a 2-round lead, and that is difficult to do on the CD side, right? We talked about the raid being T-sided all throughout our pre-show, so the fact that No Mercy are on 9 here, I think it sets them up in a good place to, you know, make this really competitive. They're very close to converting. Akira with the swing. What is happening there? Valley's gonna get the frag. And Richard tries to get away. Meanwhile, Sultan Rahman comes in with the double on Valley and Malik. And this will be May with the double as well, putting No Mercy on 10. Man, that's just, again, raw individual talent. I mean, you don't even need strats there. You just need to hold down the trigger and aim at the correct part of the player. So great aim for No Mercy. Really surprising me, at least, Jake, the way how mechanically gifted they are.
Yeah. Well, no, looking at the stats and everything coming into this, again, just an amazing play there by May. Looking at the stats, the map experience coming into this, yeah, obviously they're here for a reason. They're not just some no-name team or players individually, but I've been thoroughly impressed by how No Mercy's playing, and they're up 3 over Invictus here in map 1, playing on their map pick, but not their server of choice.
Yeah, 10 on the board. The double digits have been reached. Now they're looking to breach them, move on to 11. Invictus. Slowly but surely moving towards B long. A slow round here. We've seen a lot of rushes, Jake. This one, they're just trying to approach this strategically as much as possible, and it does seem like Invictus have the correct call here. They're just evacuating B. There has been no info given over, and there's nobody on B side. B is cleared. The perfect timing for Invictus here, but Sultan Rahman still gets one. But yeah, that B bomb side, I mean, now eliminated. Jimmy is gonna crack open it by eliminating May, and that's just a weird rotation in my book, Jake. Like, you have a 5v5, sure, you might have some information, but they just pull all players away from A site, and now they have to pay for their mistakes. Try to retake it. Valley will take one down, but Sultan Rahman with a quick refrag. Still possible to retake. 2v3. Jimmy on a nasty angle, but Sultan Rahman has just been getting kills left, right, and center as Akira moves in. Volgrant in the 1v1. He jumps from heaven, but Sultan Rahman does clutch it out. I believe 4 kills in this round. A beautiful performance from him.
Bomb has been defused.
21 bomb on May as well. Again, the individual aim is just what wins this one out. Strategically, they were lost here, No Mercy. That was a huge fumble to evacuate the B site. But what can you do when the whole team is putting up huge numbers individually? 19 for Sultan Rahman here. And that is up against Invictus. Yeah, you might be good in Asia, but still, you know, almost defeating, coming close to defeating one of the best teams in Europe of all time against legendary players. Like, where have these guys come from, really? No Mercy. 2 away from putting this one to the dust. Akira, Sultan Rahman, great aim, just converting right back. 3v3 now, Jake.
Pushing onto the site, going for the bomb plant. No Mercy has just been on top of Invictus, showing No Mercy. They've won 6 straight. Trying to take it to 7 right now. Invictus ready to break that streak they're on. Bomb planted. Jimmy, we need to set them big from you here. May. Valley's gonna have a duel with him. Here's him coming down. Pop around the corner. Finds one, but May's got the better crosshair placement. No Mercy is creeping up on them. Jimmy finds one, needs to find the double. He's able to do it with the SG in hand. Volgrant dropping accessed. And there it is. The first point on the board since the flip going to Invictus.
Yeah, that was a crucial one. You know, the time is now for Invictus here. If they lost that round, it would have been as close from over as possible, literally on map point. Here, they at least forced the 8th. They also put, by the looks of it, No Mercy, and no, the buy will still be there, right? What are we doing? Sultan Rahman's on 9k. He's gonna save, but May is gonna buy. Oh yeah, we do have pause, so Yeah, probably still figuring it out. I mean, look, Jake, Invictus needed that round. They did get it. I wouldn't exactly say that it looked replicable. You know, it wasn't exactly something that they won off of. It was literally down to the wire, down to a 2v2. So, yeah, we'll see how they approach this strategically. Even when they are given free bomb signs like 2 rounds ago, you know, they still can't win out in terms of the aim. So, I'm still, honestly, slightly... you know, leaning towards No Mercy taking it, but if you know Invictus, you know that they're never really out until the game is over.
Yeah, I mean, from what I've seen, no Mercy is just all over Invictus here in this map. Like you can't count out can't count out Invictus. There's still an opportunity for them to come back here, but still two points needed for No Mercy to take the W. But it definitely seems like they're going to be able to get it here. Maybe the pause though, No Mercy just did. Gives Invictus enough time to regroup, take a breather, and hit that reset button. B seems to be the side they're favoring. There's May. There again, individual gun seal is just right on the side of No Mercy. They keep winning those gunfights, and it is really helping them. Getting those picks early on, giving them the early body count advantage. May has been damaged, though, in that 2-shot territory, backing up and going to try to play a little bit more stealthily.
Yeah, I mean, credit where it's due. Invictus just somehow find the correct sites to go towards all the time. This time they're calling B again, and I mean, No Mercy are literally playing this as a retake. There are 2 towards mid, but that's not where the action is happening. I'm a little bit worried here. I mean, I think I know what's going to happen here. Invictus are going to walk on the bomb site, plant the bomb, and No Mercy gotta go for the retake. I'm not sure if they choose this. Well, they kind of do, but I don't know if they do this intentionally, if they just wanted a heavy stack A on mid. Whichever way it is, it just seems like a round pretty much given away for free here. Unless the retake comes in. No Mercy have completed some of those. Richard has to get this frag, does do it. Jimmy goes down. 2v3 now, and Invictus, it does seem like they're given plans, but then they're just stuck on the site. Without really a way how to convert. Valley though gets the frag, have to be careful about Long as well. Long range, they know one is heaven, they know one is side, but it comes to converting the kills. Xero gets the frag, 1v2 for Sultan, and Xero drops down from heaven, connects a headshot mid-air, puts Invictus on the 9th. They pull a bit closer again.
2 rounds separating these teams now. This is where getting that bomb planted continually, even if you're losing those rounds, can come into play. Keeping good cash. No Mercy now in the situation where they got to start working the economy. Taking an eco here, it's going to be 10 to 11. Unless they pull up something big, but I don't see that happening right now. Pistols and no armor versus some of these assault rifles, AUGs and SGs. Take a miracle. Ooh! Malik flinched when he should have slid. If you're Invictus, you want to try to
frag there.
Yeah, if you want to get that bomb planted again. More cash.
Yeah, it does come through. So 3v3, but Volgren takes away May. And given that this was a low buy, I don't think anything else really is left in it. Richards, SG is eliminated as well. Leaving just Exist, looking for some weapons to take with him on to the next round. But yeah, that's going to be Invictus now, reaching double digits as well. And I mean, it's exactly what we expected, Jake, right? Like we saw by the map win rates. First 2 maps here, Raid and Canals, they're as close as you can get, you know, maybe 5% separating the win rates of both teams. So double digits kind of expected on both maps, and so far the first one has delivered. No Mercy certainly has looked like you said, you know, all over Invictus, but again, it matters really the finish line, the finish stretch, the last fourth of the game. And honestly, I think in the last fifth of this game, Invictus have been the better team. So as good as No Mercy have played, they just need 2 more rounds, but Invictus have certainly fired up.
Yeah, and this is, again, why part of the reason the breach side is a little more overpowered on this map is if you work your economy properly, you can see the situation you're in. Close game, 11 to 10, so much more cash to work with here on the Invictus side. No Mercy has to be very, very careful with their economy on top of playing as well as they have been over the last few rounds before Invictus started the little run here. Just extra stuff to juggle. About 1:12 left here on the clock. Invictus taking their time here, liking the position they're in. You can feel the momentum shifting. Big play there. Jimmy needed that kill. Next here isn't able to get the refrag, but really wish he could have kept that extra player going on into that A site. You see Richard inside of tons. Can move out to watch A.
Oh,
that's a play right there. Volgren comes up with 2. Only 2 left alive now for Team No Mercy. Moving on to that bomb site. They should get it planted.
Bomb has been planted.
Volgren is lurking around. He's on the hunt. He's going to get May. Oh, May reads him like an absolute book and drills him. It's a 2v3
yeah,
now.
but even so, still a 2v3. This retake seems so difficult to complete. Getting on the site, flash comes in, but they're flashed on both sides, and so Richard still finds a frag. Malik with the refrag. May on for the 1v3. Malik is going to double up, equalizing the scoreboard. 11-11 here. And Invictus, again, you know, these guys, as we saw, 100+ maps, and that is in Pro League. That is in, like, Tier 1 play. So they've been in every single situation. They've had all scorelines imaginable, and so they know how to come back from them mentally, and it seems physically as well, as that 8 turns into 11 here. They're looking to take the lead for the first time in a long while. I think even for one of the first times in this game. The smoke goes down. No mercy. Just 2 more rounds to be found, but now it does become more and more increasingly difficult. His nades will be laid down towards long. This B stack has to work out, Jake.
They need it. Watching Valley move back around, has picked up the bomb. And it looks like they're going to go towards A. Well, yeah, of course they should go towards A. I'm actually opening my wide angle lens here in my eyes. Already got 2 players on top of A. They're yelling right now, like, get over here. Move as fast as you can. They know the B stack's in. Volgren winning a big gunfight versus May right there. Comes down the stairs, pops around B long. And then in the situation they're in. Invictus is looking to take the lead here. Bomb is almost on top of A site, struggling to get over there. Is finally there. Jimmy.
Bomb has been planted.
Next area gets it planted. Another big gunfight. Volgren wins versus Akira, playing that lurker role, coming from behind, just wreaking absolute chaos there in the back. Huge. Volgren has come alive in the last couple of rounds. Richard
now
trying.
Richard moving in, but he's taken down. That's going to be Invictus on 12 now. 1 away from taking it home. This was 8-11, Jake. They've put together 4 rounds in a row. And I think just mentally for No Mercy, it's really bad, right? They were so close. They were within arm's reach. And now it just seems like we're kind of running out of options. Whatever you're doing is not working. The defaults are not working. You go for a gimmick play to stack B. They just go A and find it completely open. Just down on their luck. It does feel that way. And sometimes when it feels that way, you don't perform to your best. Let's see what No Mercy are made from here. That's ultimately what separates the good from the great. How well do you operate under pressure? And right now, certainly all the pressure on No Mercy. They make one mistake here. They are out. Out of the best of 3, but they are a map down up against one of the best teams ever in Critical Ops.
Yeah, then you're going over to Canals. Volgren. Pull that Eurasia out. Maybe cause a little bit of a chaos for No Mercy on that map. If you were No Mercy, you definitely would like to have that little extra cushion to make it into Bureau. I think if Invictus wins this here, I think you favored him 2-0, winning on Canals and closing this out. No Mercy does it in map 1 here, takes the W. I think we might get to Bureau.
I mean, the thing is here for No Mercy, realistically, to win the best of 3, the easiest way would be to just win 2-0. Because if it goes Bureau, you know, the win rates heavily favor Invictus. So it sounds dumb saying just win 2-0, so it's not 2-1.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it kind of is that way statistically. So it's just going to be an uphill battle all the way through. But right now, No Mercy, they do stand up for the task. But look at this. Volgren is just, you know, playing this like it's...
Yeah, he's living rent-free in their head right now. I mean, he's gotten inside their head, playing that lurker role, and they are, yeah, the aggressive play from him really has them hiding in the corner.
Yeah, so that's the bomb plant down. This has to be No Mercy completing a retake, or we go bye-bye. We finish things off. There's going to be Sultan Ramen to get the frag, but time is starting to tick a little bit low. TikTok, you gotta make your move. Malik with the double, Nexero with the frag leaves Malik in the 1v3, and this seemed rather impossible. Great trade by Mag. frag by May, but Invictus will put the 13th on the board. They converted on raid. I mean, a game as close as it really could be. We were, expecting this, as both teams' win rates were just so close and so tight on this map. But same is going to be true for that next map. But for raid, that is going to be it. Just a little bit better here, Invictus. And yeah, no mercy. They looked great throughout the first 4/5, the first 3/4 of that game, looking amazing. But just those last 20% to close it out, that's where they fumble. 5 rounds in a row for Invictus to close things off, as now we're getting ready to see if this best of 3 has legs to go to that third map of Bureau.
Yeah, Volgrant 17-21 finishing off, but really helped his team out there towards the last few rounds. Going to that lurker role, getting aggressive, and just having a little bit more of a cheeky play style. Really caught No Mercy off guard and got them on their heels. And I think that was what gave them the little edge they needed to go ahead and get across the finish line there. Well played, Team Invictus. Up 1-0 in this best of 3. Of course, at least one more map, potentially 2 coming up here, folks.
Yeah, there is the possibility that we do get the 2 maps, but it would mean that No Mercy have to play the same way, just close things out. I mean, that is a big problem as well. I think for a lot of teams that are just, young teams that play very well, that almost can play against tier 1 competition. Like, sometimes the problem just comes into the form of experience, where you have to close out a game and it just seems so difficult to do at times. And yeah, in this one, unfortunately, they're not able to deal with it, so they lose. No Mercy, I still think amazing, especially for the Asia scene, to go 11-13 up against a team that's, certainly in the top 3 of the tournament, perhaps even the top 2. Like, that is still great stuff to do. We have to remember they are in the upper bracket, so even if they lose, they still have that safety pillow, that cushion below of the lower bracket. But certainly, finishing off Invictus and moving on to the finals would be an amazing way out to start things off for Worlds 2024. Ultimately, we shall see, Jake. We have 2 more games coming, 2 more maps coming up, and another best of 3 after that. So just an action-packed day of Critical Ops Tier 1.
Indeed, folks. We're going to go into a quick little break time, and we'll see you on the flip with map number 2. You're near the end, but always good to have.
Multiple different directions, and Ka was like, Metal was ready for it, taking him down. And now we're going to have Artsy go ahead and try to do the same thing again, but is Metal going to be ready for it? It looks like he is. Maybe. Oh, almost getting taken down. There he goes. Finally getting beamed out of existence. There goes for Snoopy. Looks like they're running for it. Ooh, Brokey, AK, cool.
Ottawa. Oh my gosh, cool. Does he have time?
No. Maybe?
Oh, it's going to be close. Hey, oh, it's close. Oh my gosh, he got it. That was close. He had spot backing out of there. Somehow avoided every single bullet fire at him. Like Neo right here. Okay, dude, whatever. Ottawa coming in. Alex is there, but Brokey gonna get the angle on him.
A great one to add to his roster. Artsy running his way in, able to at least pick up one straight out with Ottawa. From the top is Snoopy, but somehow getting turned on. Nate coming back in for it. Wait a second. 3 going down. 2 for Nate, 1 for Caw, and Cool last alive. A 1v1.
Get that extra cash just in case you do lose. You're near the end, but always good to have.
Ooh, got a little bit of free fire, 1 HP. When he goes for it, gets the...
Oh, Alex flash. Cool finds 2. That's exactly what you need to see here. Metal pop around the corner, and here they are. Catching them off guard. Trying to keep your heads above water here. Caw, the last player alive here. HP to work with. A little utility as well. Taking his time creeping in. Trying not to give away his position. Looks to his left. Oh, he's gonna catch him. Oh, the fire. I don't know how he got that. He's able to drag and find Metal's head. Spot's been given away though.
What?
And the flick. He's still got 73 HP to deal with. If he gets this, I'm done. You can cast the rest, Master. If he gets, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I'm sticking around. Metal Monster below 50. Oh, Otto popping 2 shots.
Ooh, what?
Team play. What? Wow.
we do have some hand cannons. We do have some revolvers and a deagle, so there's some possibility trying to do some chip damage here. Trying to get the spray and pray, but Snoopy is just on a roll. Trying to get more and more. Alex gets one and bounce it back and forth. AK gets another one. Artsy and... Ooh.
Oh, AK's gonna stick it.
Pros never fake. Pros never fake. Oh, and he's able to get it and the kill.
We'd really like to get that bomb play, but I just don't see that happening. Ooh. AK in a perfect spot. Flashbang coming in. Great team coordination there. Somehow everybody is still alive. Oh, there he is. Alex going down. Archie now in a 1v2. Bomb going down. That's what you want. Evie. Oh, man, it was so close. We just switched over to him. He's really creeped up here. Might be able to catch Cool off guard. Oh, man. Cool just read him like a book. Got that book down. A chapter read, done, and dusted. Alex coming huge. Picking up
some sprays, you know, okay. Don't come this way. Coming from the rear. Metal's waiting for it. There we go. Well, actually, no, he didn't even get any of that. He got stolen from him, but that's okay. Kill's a kill at the end of the day. It's 2 versus 4. Make a lot of noise. Wait, gotta check the rear. Caw. Could be checked here. And he is, and getting taken out. Cool was waiting for it. Now the last man, Snoopy. Could have went full out blowout on 12, but now it could be potentially halfsies here. And then you're going to have half-seas, a bit more or less on the final round, which is what's going to happen as Metal gets 2 and AK. Ooh. AK gets Snoop all up to Nate. Can he get it here? That's 2.
There's Smash. Smoke is out. Dom firing a couple shots. Just a little dusty on those shots. Need to work on getting that crosshair just a tad bit higher. Grab those headshots. Dusty and dry arm his hair.
From the rear.
Steel blue right now.
Ooh.
Annoying thing out. Dare I call him just a little annoying? Ace up.
Dusty Dom can keep his rear. Not out of the woods just yet, but you know, 2 versus 3 is still kind of doable. Make it 2-2. Dusty. Yep. Trades out and got.
And Zini side looking like they're trying to clutch up another one here. Underestimated, trying their best. Oh, pros don't fake. You already know. Vape's on it. Ooh, and Creed knows. He knows the Creed. Dom trying to go for it. Wow, dude, Dom's got some flicks. Geico coming in. Dude, Dom is on something. Only 35 maps. Holy cow. This guy, like, you're looking at the stats, like, okay, he had that little...
Has to be made.
Ooh, Dom. You just gonna keep feeding him? At the all-you-can-kill buffet? Here on map number 1, this best-of-3 matchup. We're on the way. Multiple shots fired. Nobody dropped just yet. Triton's the first one to put player down. Creed. And Strike coming up, doubles up, and a win aim in there. And Strike finding another. He drops down, pulling ahead and just running across the finish line here. Beginning to get that 13-11, 13-12 vibe. Creed finds 1-2. Oh, taking a stab at the kill buffet himself.
Down to Creed and Strike. Never mind. Strike is out. It's all up to Creed. Did we get a Creed cutaway? Maybe. We'll see. You can't see anything. Oh, wait a second. Okay, that was also as well disappearing. And off the top, Tyler. There we go. And we do have potentially, maybe not, let's say potentially recovery of
hand. Bomb. Just hold it back right outside of breach spawn. UE. Oh, man, look at that. There's no smoke. Oh, he's blue. Never mind. But Geico is still sitting at that angle.
Yeah,
can't do much from it.
Way.
Yeah. Ooh, def.
I mean, the other side, even though with loss bonuses, they're not having a whole lot of. Never mind. 3K for Strike. Creed coming in for 1, and Dom.
At this point, probably got a decent idea where they're at. Creed. Oh man. Boom, boom, boom. It's 4 for him. He wants the ace. Ooh, trade back and forth. Zeno, try to take that slight lead. We got one player left here. Ooh.
Close. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Bomb has been planted.
Whoa.
Barely.
Talk about cutting it close, coming down to the wire. And oh, maybe not expected aim because I know they're gonna use every single second they possibly can. Ooh, Creed, nice. Def comes back able to find one. Ooh. Yeah, just feed him. It's all in a frag grenade. That would have really ruined Def's night. 53 on the clock. Geico finding one, gets two. Looking for his third. Pilot says no. Plan canceled. And UE back in the kill feed. What just happened? Creed in a similar spot from last time. Do or die here. I throw that frag grenade in there. Find Def. Yeah, there it is. Oh my gosh.
Is he gonna do it? No. Oh.
Bulba's coming through the maze now. Malik is going to be there. Shots opening up. Line finding him. Falling, putting on Shadow. Stars in the hand with the Deagle trying to double up. It's a 3v2 now. Only one player left alive for Team Rain. He's still alive. He's dropping players. He's able to find two, but Star finally puts him out of his...
That Mullet Mafia that have taken A but are kind of stuck in there, and Rain have full control over it. Now flashing their way in, here they come.
Bomb slowly ticking down. 2v1. Malik, last player alive. Couple shots being fired. He sees a player jump up top.
A chance for Faultless to start walking in. The jump up on the box will be made. He's gonna find the kill. It's gonna be a 1v1. Myline jumping across with a wall bang.
Hey, don't you think it's time to up your game? Get to the next level with G Fuel Energy. Item selection, zero sugar, antioxidants, vitamins, character creation. Wow, looking good. Gamer words, DLC, XP, side quest. Look out, sweats. Build mode, lag, noob, squad up. G Fuel Energy. We made this commercial for you gamers.
This is a powerhouse infused with red magic gaming DNA. Gaming, endurance, and productivity, all at their peak. Powerful gaming accessories deliver an unparalleled experience, while the thoughtfully designed keyboard and pen seamlessly integrate into your work and life. Now, it's time to enjoy.
24 out of 25 possible rounds played in map number 1. The Worlds 2024 have certainly opened up with a big bang. Welcome back. We have the matchup Invictus up against No Mercy. No Mercy looked better team for, the first 80% of that first game. Unfortunately, the latter 20% were just taken by a sweep by Invictus. They got a 5-round streak to close it out from 8 to 11 to 13 to 11. I mean, just doing what they do best, taking names. We'll see how map number 2 goes. This one is, probably going to be a doozy as well, as close as it really gets. Win rates are as close as you get, 3%, I believe, separating the two sides. And if it's anything as we saw in the first map, I mean, probably double digits for both, Jake.
Yeah, I can't confirm this, but I think what gave Invictus that edge right there at the end has got to be G Fuel. And if you want to come alive like Invictus does right at the end, and no matter what you do in life, whether it's playing criticalops in the gym or maybe it's finishing that test, Cody Sports Mobile has you covered at gfuel.com with 20% off anything. That's right. You don't need to adjust your headphones. That's anything at gfuel.com for 20% off. Toss that code in the checkout like a flashbang. It goes off and everything in that cart goes down by 20%. Some incredible flavors over there at gfuel.com. And one of the reasons we chose to work with G Fuel is because they have always been a supporter of the mobile esports scene as a brand and the quality of products that we can get behind. The benefit of the products that we just mentioned, such as low calories, zero sugar, so you're not going to be experiencing any crash. It's clean and natural energy, and again, variety of flavors, whatever you want. And sometimes you can mix them with milk, which enhances their flavor even more. I've collaborated with so many popular franchises such as Mortal Kombat and The Witcher, just to name a couple. G Fuel helps a team in daily life when it comes to streaming, playing, and just overall activities, keeping us energized and engaged. Again, for the final time, Cody Sports Mobile will get you 20% off anything at gfuel.com. And a little bit of information here coming up Thursday on I always said August. My God, it's November. November 21st is the stream. We'll be going over some agent details. So put that on your calendar and get ready for that. As well as you're putting that on your calendar, make sure you hop on in game and test your luck at the Lucky Spin, the Arachnid Lucky Spin. Some incredible stuff in game right now. And there's a chance to win the entire Lucky Spin as well by going ahead and voting. If you vote correctly on the teams and come in the top spot, by head over to mobileesports.org/app. So make sure you're voting on those teams so you have an opportunity to win everything here. But head on in game right now as well to go ahead and take a spin and see what you can pick up. Also, speaking of luck, in the description, there's a link to a Gleam giveaway, and this is for the Red Magic Nova. Oh my gosh, is this an absolute beast? This is a 2.8K resolution, 10.9-inch screen, 144 hertz refresh rate, Snapdragon 8 Gen 3. This is an overclocked 8 Gen 3. It's got a 9-layer cooling system plus internal fans on a tablet. Again, this thing is an absolute beast. Boasts an 18, almost 19-hour battery life, and it comes with an 80-watt fast charger. This thing is an absolute beast, whether you're looking to consume content or play the amazing game that is Criticalops. Again, we're giving away one right now in the description. It's a Gleam giveaway, so head over there right now to go ahead and get entered. Plus, the GameSir G8 Plus controller. Have you ever had a tablet and thought, you know what, I wish I could strap a controller onto it? I don't just want to use like a basic Bluetooth controller and mount it on my table. No, I want an actual legit controller. This has you covered. Not only can you go ahead and slide your phone into it, but you can extend it all the way out and drop a tablet right on into it for true flexibility and mobile gaming. Again, we're giving away one of those. You can find it in the link in the description down below. Head on over there and do the things in the Gleam giveaway.
Yeah, there's a lot of things you can do, a lot of things that might help you with the performance, as we'll see how Canals goes. That is going to be our next map coming up, Canals. It is really as close as it can get in the win rate department, so, we're going to be seeing how it goes. Invictus so far haven't really faltered, haven't really made too many mistakes, but we'll see what No Mercy can do. I mean, Jake, in the first map, we saw them doing so good in terms of that individual aim, and now the knife round will be coming up any second, so we'll see which team takes which side. So, Canals, things set in the Netherlands. Certainly is rainy. Every time that I've been in the Netherlands, it has been just weather like this, not exactly pleasant, but what else is not pleasant is the terrorists approaching the bomb sites. So we'll have to see we'll have to have the collision players here trying to do their best to at least win out the knife round. It's going to be Valorant with the frags. Oh my god, Valorant got like a 4-piece in it. So he will be able to buy up. Choose which side to start on. No Mercy versus Invictus. I think this best of 3 still has legs. I mean, we have to remember that as close as it was 11 to 13, maybe, just maybe, No Mercy get 2 more rounds in this game. You know, we're going straight up to our next map, that being Bureau, in which Invictus actually have a pretty big win rate. So, you know, this No Mercy, really an uphill battle here, David versus Goliath type of situation. We are live. Canals are underway, and Invictus, we'll see if they're able to finish up 2-0 style. Pistol round coming up.
And we're live. Nox is coming in for next area here.
Yeah, so they do have a dynamic roster, it seems, Jake. They rotate them all around, you know. We'll see what Noxy can do. I mean, if there's a guy in this criticalops competitive that probably has the biggest legacy out of them all, I mean, Noxic is in the top 3, probably up there with Grizz, but yeah, this guy has just been getting the best rating of the whole tournament for years, almost a decade now. Off it for sure. Bomb plant will be going down for the side of Invictus. And so No Mercy looking to retake, what is it, 3 from mid, 2 from CT. It doesn't mean that Invictus are kind of stacked on the site, but it also means that it's just a meat grinder. As soon as you push in, there's so many to deal with, and they can't account for them all. It'll be a 2v3 in which Sultan Ramen did so well in the first game, but yeah, this one not possible to convert. They all swing together. Refrag potential is there. Invictus do convert the first.
Continuing that win streak they had from the previous map. There it is. We were talking about scoped AR, sniper rifles. Already got one coming out here in round number 2. Jimmy on the AR-15. I wouldn't be surprised if we get the HK pulled out here maybe once or twice. I love the HK-417. I know it's been tweaked a little bit from since when the game originally came out, but I still love that gun. Jimmy on the AR, looking towards mid, not seeing anybody peek it out.
Yeah, I mean, this round is going to be pretty one-sided, isn't it? So I'll just indulge in sharing my love for the HK as well. I think it's one of the cooler weapons. One of the more unique ones, right? Like, there's a lot of similar guns, like the AK, the M4 is quite similar in a lot of franchises, but the HK, I think it has just a unique spin to it. Great damage as well. Loved using it, but the tweaks have made it a little bit less meta. As I say, this should be an easy round. The rifles, at least the first one, will be eliminated. Sultan Raman to get the opening headshot with the revolver. Invictus now choose to go B. As long as they can cross and get rid of Akira here, I mean, they'll still get the plan, so nothing too out of the ordinary here. Invictus will have no trouble really getting the plan down. We have to remember retakes were an issue, but again, this is our aides. Jimmy hears both of them, doesn't even have to peek and just hold down the line, but chooses to, and we'll get 1-for-1 traded, leaving Richard trying to pick up that rifle, caught with his pants down, or rather knife out. Invictus 2 on the board rather easily, and now we get to some real critical ops here, Jake. Rifle versus rifle.
Oh yeah. And the ratio action coming out from Axis.
Yeah, early on, I mean, 3rd round, 3 rounds in, and we do have a Eurasia and exist, so we'll see what he's able to connect with it.
Peeking mid, see if he can find anybody on the cross. Oh, he's able to find Valley. You know, he's just sitting there like, what the heck? Richard comes out, some nice information gathered from that scope as well. There are only 2 players at the live here for Team Invictus, trying to take a 3rd point here, but No Mercy might be able to just clamp it down and put that point on their side of the board. Malik is over here by B, slowly moving up. Oh, gives away his position, is able to find Sultan. Big play, throws that flashbang out. Axis is in a good spot, actually. He can catch this bomb carrier on the cross, potentially, if he decides to go over towards B, which is probably the right... Oh, man, that FPS timing. He turned back just as I thought he was going to cross. Looks like he's going to move all the way back around. Plenty of time here on the clock. Going to stick A, maybe? Seems to be the case. Malik over causing some chaos on... Maybe not. They're moving back. Might catch Akira here in the back if he moves fast enough. Volgren. How, dude? Malik finds Akira. So now down to a 1v1. It's Sniper vs G.
Yeah, not exactly best for that 1v1 engagement. I mean, you miss a shot, you go down. So, Exist does kind of have the correct position. I mean, bomb is down towards long. There's no time to go A. So, actually, very little time here. Malik has to be quick. 10 seconds. Are we going? Oh my god. That's around, Jake. There was just no time. An oversight for sure. Maybe Malik was looking to find that last player guarding the bomb, but actually this time not having the information works out in the favor. He's still gonna go for the peak. Oh my goodness, Exist. I think even if he was going for the plant, you know, that would have gone Exist's way with shots like that. Yeah, I mean, talk about the individual. We saw this all throughout the first map, at least all throughout the first 80%, or No Mercy were just great mechanically. So actually first rifle round goes their way. And so, a bit of a limited buy here on the side of Invictus will be coming through.
Wow.
Just like that.
This is some of the best sniper play I've seen in a while. Volgren gonna put down Richard. Even the body count board up here, 4-4. Altercation over here inside of the elbow. Valley wins that versus May. Akira coming in, looking for Noxic. Might catch him here. He's able to find him, but Valley quit the quick refrag. Axis moving up, and Volgren just drops, and there's no opportunity to use that sniper rifle. I don't care how fast you're on that trigger. 3v1. Sultan Ramen is the last alive, and they reject that bowl soup.
Yeah, that shot is just crazy. It's like it takes some time to load in there. Exist. Insane shot. Richard with the refrag as well.
Coalition wins.
It's down to the wire, really. And this scope as well. No Mercy, certainly a roster with great individual aimers, but unfortunately they don't win that round. So back on pistols, and that gives Invictus kind of a head start here early on for the Canals game. They should be able to put the fourth on the board. Jimmy already finds one with the op. And Rally pushes in. We'll get another. Oh, they're just unaware here. Richard, too many angles to watch. We'll put just Exist in the 1v5, and yeah, I mean, next D45 and a dream, I guess. Flash comes in. Seems like he'll just tuck away. And the bomb is planted. Oh, they spot him. It's gonna be Invictus on 4 here. Does seem so. Nade to soften up a little bit. Valley with the finishing frag. Invictus on 4 now. Having already converted the first map 13 to 11 here. Maybe they want to just, you know, be done with this, go eat dinner, relax, get the job over with. No Mercy will have a rifle on coming up. This is where they would love to get a round back. You don't want to be a map down, playing the second map and, you know, losing like 1 to 5. That's just so difficult to come back from mentally.
That mental game's huge. Keeping a positive attitude. It can get hard here when you've lost the first map, almost winning it, and now you're trailing in map number 2. Sultan Ramen able to pick up 2, quickly traded out by Valley, preventing him from doing more damage to his team. Valley on a little bit of a streak himself now, finding access, preventing him from using that Eurasia. The bomb's been planted. Invictus doing a good job of that, continuing to keep that account nice and padded. So 2v3, mid advantage is here for No Mercy. 2 wrapping around their CD spawn right now.
Yeah, 3v3 now. They are moving in here, Invictus. Noxic gets the frag long range on main. That is a huge one to get. The second will be coming through as well. There's just Richard left in 1v3. Rather impossible feat. Might get a frag or 2, but no, Noxic comes in. Yeah, I mean, this is the Noxic effect perhaps as well, Jake, right? He didn't play the first game. He comes in, substitute, and, you know, when Noxic's playing well, there is no ceiling to how quickly Invictus can get through games. 5-1 now.
Yeah, sometimes it can be a bad move to bring somebody in who hasn't played the first map because they're just not warmed up. But it is working out for them right now. And yeah, the player they brought in, of course, is Noxic, like you said. Top 3, top 5, all critical ops players of all time. This is a man who's in the room. Brings some bring some attention to him.
Yeah, sure. Sultan Ramon's gonna get the first frag. Jimmy, I think, spotted a leg there, so timing will work out in Jimmy's favor. Converts the frag. But still a slow round. Bomb is all the way back towards spawn. The meanwhile, Invictus explore towards A, but that's exactly where No Mercy are. They have a 3-player stack on A. This could work out in their favor. Frag for frag. 2 more to go. Richard, huge engagement towards elbow. But they are looking to push in, as Richard will get another. I think this A side is rather well defended, Jake.
Akiri here. Who loses that big gunfight versus Valley? Richard also knows the spot they're at. So 2v2 now. See player number 2, Axis, moving back around. Richard finding Valley. That's a big play. Vulgrant catches him off guard. Gonna go for the bomb plant right now. Even if he loses, getting that extra cash, always something to smile about. Axis pushing in. Firepower definitely in Vulgrant's advantage here with that SG. Right now, just trying to flicker some time. Tag does some good damage on him. Is ultimately able to win that gunfight. Invictus. 6-1 right now, up by 5, Twist.
Yeah, I mean, a great start. And this is where it gets into the danger territory, where No Mercy, they can't win the next 1 or 2 rounds. It's 8-1. At that point, you know, it's almost impossible to recover. So what might have started off as just a bad first couple of rounds now has turned into 6 of them. This has to be the round. You know, this is your chance to get yourself back in the game, get yourself back in the best of 3. Force map 3 of Bureau. The reverse sweep would begin here. Spotting the player exists, hits the shot. I love this split screen. 2 ops, you know, who causes more damage. And there's going to be exist to win out the engagement. Jimmy still alive with the op, but unfortunately 2 teammates have bitten the dust here. Valley and May and Richard down as well. B side.
Jimmy's continuing to watch that B long. Now beginning to make his move up. Card to see Malik inside of Cafe. He's already enjoyed his latte and he's coming out making some noise. Flashbang out. Barely gets Ramen. Malik takes more of that flash that came in. Some exists right there.
Bomb has been planted.
Yeah, 2v2 now. Invictus have planted the bomb, so let's see what the retakes are looking like on side of No Mercy. They are 2 towards CT, slowly creeping in, trying to find these players, but Invictus are going to play the time game towards Cafe. They just have to pop up their heads, make sure their diffuser isn't on the bomb, and that's job done. Smoke, though, will make things more difficult. Exist catches one on Malik, but look at this from Noxic. Oh, he has wrapped all the way around. Spots the first, but Akira does catch him off guard. It was a very nice play from Noxic, but the timing is just right for No Mercy as they find a very big one here, Jake. Needed this one. The second will be put on the board.
They needed it from a mental standpoint. They also needed it just from a straight up game standpoint. They needed that point on the board. We're going to start the comeback. Start it now. They could win the next 4, and it'll be a 6-6 flip on the half. But I'm getting probably more of a 7-5 vibe out of this. I can't see Invictus losing 4 straight. But who knows? I'm trying to knock on wood, not bringing classers first, but
yeah, I'll make
almost inevitable at this point.
So, you know, at least one of our predictions will be right, maybe.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm thinking more like an 8-4 here. I think Invictus have been the better team, you know, throughout the first half. That was a nice round by No Mercy, but again, you know, 1v2, even possible for them to lose that. I think they've certainly started to warm up to the game, but we'll see. We'll see. Richard and Valley have already dropped towards long. Engagement comes through. Malik gets Sultan Ramen. It does seem like the bomb. A little bit of a kerfuffle there, but moving towards B. And the smoke is good. Exist, though, given a free shot, and that one he misses. The second is good. So Invictus now at a player disadvantage. It exists. It's just the hard shots are simple for him, Jake. It's the easy ones that he missed first, but
Oh my God.
Oh my goodness. Just on fire right now, Exist. Doing it all for No Mercy here.
Yeah, jumping no scope through the smoke, no problem. Just standing still and spawn though, no, I can't hit that.
Yeah, I mean, for me as well, some of these clips look like extra sick because I'm used to casting some other games where, you know, the no-scope is a lot more inaccurate. So I'm just watching this like, good lord, that is an insane play to make. Some jump shots as well have been coming through. Exist, given another chance to shine, this time to get the entry frag. Certainly gets the spot, but it's going to be Sultan Ramen with a double. And Malik gets one right back with the deagle. Moving in towards that B site. Oh, and Malik just gets the head clean off. Invictus perhaps found a way to the 7th. They've certainly found a way to the bomb site. And I think Volgrand is aware there's 2 on their side, so you really only have to locate 1 more. For in the meanwhile, just hold down this position, get the first refrag will come through though. It does seem like Akira and Richard here are going to try to go for the defuse. The time is low. You need to do it immediately, but Akira just gets a double there. Another crazy play comes through. That's maybe no mercy on 4. So, hey Jake, maybe at least, you know, you'll be right in your halftime prediction.
Yeah, Invictus could easily take 2 here. I mean, No Mercy is an incredible team. Look at Axis. I'm going to stop here for a second. Finds 2, and then here it is. No scope. Sees him barely. Boom! No Mercy is a great team. It is hard, even though I think, you know, Invictus, just looking at the YouTube poll and everything, overall has the favorite. They're the favorite coming into this. No Mercy's here for a reason. It's hard to lose so many rounds straight in a setting like this. They're not just some random T2 team.
Well, that is a quick push there. Akira hiding in the smoke, but will just be shot through it, spammed through it. 2v4. Invictus had a couple of shaky rounds in the previous, but it was really just, again, raw individual mechanical aim power powering it through for No Mercy. When it comes to the strategical part, maybe the holds aren't exactly good. You know, if you just get attacked and rushed down, you don't have the resources and rotations to get on site in time. So we'll have to go for the retake, but it's a rather difficult one. I think Exist might just be looking for exit frags. He has found 10 in the game, but it feels like he has gotten so many more just from kind of the plays he's made. He's one of the flashier players to watch tonight.
Bomb's gonna go off here. Invictus gonna get that number 7.
Reach wins.
Axis has had some great clips with the sniper so far, and also been able to gain some valuable information for his team. But is it the best choice for him to be continually stay on that? Would an AUG or an SG serve his team overall better? There's a couple situations where he's the last player left alive, and there's just not as much he can do because he's on that Eurasia. Again, it's hypothetical, but just something to think about continuing sticking with the Eurasia. Sultan opens it up. Noxa quickly puts him down, preventing him from doing any more damage to his team. Access working the angle here with the Eurasia, forced to back up with those flashes coming in, and they are pushing this B side hard. They're looking for the plant to close this half out. 8-4. Malik about to drop down plant. Access backing up, looking to reposition here. Utilize that long range damage to his advantage. Bomb slowly taken down. Coalition trying to figure out what they want to do. Couple going low here on Catwalk. 2 more walking up. 3 now actually coming from the back of CT. Malik open it up. Vulgran in there. Oh
my god.
Again, it's the incredible shots he hits.
Yeah, he's hitting everything tonight. The second, unfortunately, doesn't come through, and Vulgrant will shut it down with a double. But yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I think he does need to buy the op on the CD side. I think he's just playing with it so much better. But perhaps on the T side, you know, when you kind of have the entry more, he could be one of those hybrid players. We'll see if he picks up one of the rifles with a faster fire rate. Vulgrant is on 17, man. He's on 3.4 KD, I believe it is.
Yeah, Vulgran really came alive in the end of map 1, and he has stayed awake and moving here in map number 2. Team Invictus is up by 4. They win this pistol round, they'll take it to 5 and 6 pretty quickly after that. No Mercy really needs this pistol round. Speaking of No Mercy, Sultan is the first to strike. Valley trying to prevent him from taking him down, but he's going to double up. Noxic trying his luck now. They're going to have to double team and finally drop him.
they move in with 2 big frags, but I think this is still No Mercy converting, isn't it? Just low time, you have to find 3. Side player will be taken down by Malik, but a 1v2 now is he's caught on the reload. Richard will get the frag. That was a huge pistol for, you know, as big of an adage as it is. The pistol round matters so much more than those rifle ones. You almost get 2 out of it. So for No Mercy here, this is going to cut the deficit to just 3. And now they have the chance to convert just up against pistols. This is going to be a 2-round game. I think the second game might not be over as quickly as we thought, Jake.
I didn't want to see it dwell. I'm glad to see this. No Mercy winning that pistol round should easily will take this next one. Keep it close.
Keep it close and keep it competitive, but perhaps not in this one. Yeah, just the pistols. I mean, we'll see if the Deagles come out and come through with some 6 shots. It will be Valley actually. Oh my god, they attack together, but Richard will get the refrag, and now the information's there, right? Like, you saw 3 players on your screen, you call it out. Wolgren still gets the frag with the XD45. I mean, this guy has been having just a standout performance tonight with, I believe, 18 frags, 6 deaths perhaps.
Yeah, something in that range.
But even so, I feel like this 3v4 might be a bit too difficult for them. As Malik catches another one with the Deagle, this is No Mercy crumbling at one of the worst times possible. Akira does find Malik, but a 2v3 now. 2 rifles retrieved as well. Exist gets the frag. Wolgren with the refrag. 1v2 for Akira as he tucks in the corner. This can be wallbanged as well, and they have plenty of time to just get on the defuse, spot him out as they just spam him down through the wall. Not even a chance given. Invictus convert with one of the lowest buys possible, and unfortunately for No Mercy, they are going to be moving on to double digits because now No Mercy are forced on literally no cash here, Jake. Look at it's just going to be P250s. That's how Invictus get the double digits.
Yeah, I'll say maybe Akira could pull something, but it's probably best just to go, oh, it's a tough spot to be in. If you go ahead and force up here, if you don't, 10-5 almost inevitable, but if you do force up and lose, then it's going to be 11-5 real quick.
Oh my god, again.
Stolzen with the opening is there, man. He almost gets an opening kill every single round.
Yeah, but the rest of the crew able to clean it up, so nice fragging, almost planting the bomb as well, but the cash reserves are not really replenished. Invictus will reach the double digits. Just 3 away, just 2 shy from map point, match point, 3 from moving on to the finals of the upper bracket, I believe, in the Eurasia region. No Mercy, I think one of the only Asian teams, one of the better Asian teams in this tournament, so it's also a battle of the regions in a sense. And Jimmy is holding the angle with the up. I think he spots the information there, so it's given over, and now a chance to hit the shot. Almost could have been a call out, Jake. That was close.
That was really close. I thought he was going to get it.
It does seem like in these later stages, again, they come in clutch, and that's what we saw in map 1 as well, right? It's just the experience of the veteran players here, you know, 100+ maps under your tally. You're going to know how to close games out. And Jimmy again with the op. Just out of nowhere, like Jimmy isn't even like an opper really on the team that much. He just whips it out. He's like, man, I'll give it a go. 2 headshots. Putting No Mercy at a player disadvantage.
55 seconds on the clock here. 2 players at the line for No Mercy. 3 up for Invictus. Looking to take their lead up to 6 here in round number 16. Bomb. Basically sitting in mid. Could go either way. Warning shots being fired. Seems like we're going to move towards B here. That definitely seems to be the route they're looking to take. Akira, big play, getting Noxic dropped.
Yeah, nice shot by Akira there. Still a 2v2, still recoverable. They move towards A. And Valley is on the other side. Has been having a standout game as well. I mean, we don't even talk too much about Valley because it's all these star performers on the server. But, you know, he's just kind of a silent bomb, 15-7 here. Haven't seen too many highlights from him, but, you know, when you need him in impactful situations, he should deliver. Here's the plant coming through. Ramen not ready, and he knows where the second one is. Sprays him down as well. And now he gets his moment as well. If before it was all about, you know, Noxic and Vulgrant on 24-7, then you need him on the side. He activates, and Jimmy as well in this round again just picks up the op out of nowhere, gets 2 headshots. I mean, it's just easy map control. You know, you just have that mid control. He's splitting the map in two. That is crucial information on the coalition side.
Yeah. This is the part where you're no mercy. You're down by 6. Do you almost give up? You don't want to see it, but you're in a tough spot. You've kind of just been getting the crap kicked out of you for the last 40 minutes or so inside the game. Do you give up? Do you keep your head on? It's important to see if a team's able to keep their head straight and have a good attitude.
Well, that's a good headshot. I'll give you that much. Malik is going to refrag though, and Volgrunt with the double. Yeah, it seems like there's a no mercy player there from Invictus. There's 2. There's always refrags coming through, and we praise no mercy about having that individual capability to, you know, make up for perhaps what they're lacking strategically. In map 1, they were going toe to toe, you know, just eliminating the best of the world. But in this game, I think the aim failing them a little bit as well. We can see just individually kills not coming through for some key players. Exist has been having an amazing game, but it can't be just him pulling it all. No mercy take attack pause. Probably one of their last chances really to regroup, reassess, and, you know, attack this game.
Tells me that they're still in this. They haven't given up. You know, we were just talking about that a moment ago. They're still trying. I love to see that from a team. This is a little bit more lopsided than I thought it was going to be. I did think if Invictus won map 1, they were gonna take map 2 here, and it was gonna close out 2-0. But I was thinking it probably a little closer, 13-8 probably was going to be the scoreline, but it's beginning to look like we might see a 13-5, maybe a 13-6, unless No Mercy does something big over the next few minutes. But I don't know. Attack pause might be what they need.
Yeah, sometimes you just need to cool off, right? You're not feeling too well emotionally, and you need to just calm down, you know, just, okay, let's take it one round at a time. That's exactly what No Mercy need to do here. Just focus in on your aim, you know. Oh, but Richard seems like there's some technical difficulties as well.
Ooh.
Yeah, so missing a player. I think the round is still underway though. A 4v5 makes it into a 3v5, just 2 really. No, the AFK player has moved. He's just been, the AFK players have just been killed. Volgrunt is going to get taken down. Valley with 1, and that is just it, Jake. Yeah, just like that it falls. Invictus, first game was close. This one just dominance, showing the historically best of Europe are still there to play. No Mercy now moving to that lower bracket.
I liked what I saw. I think we might see No Mercy again. We'll have to see, but they're going to have an uphill battle coming up. Got to go back to the drawing board, work on a couple of things. Volgrunt 27-7, just having an absolute field day today. 3+ KD right there, almost approaching a 4.
Breach wins.
Yeah,
like
crazy plays from Volgrunt. It's like he almost dropped a 30 bomb in 18 rounds played. Like that is just absolute insanity here. Invictus, again, could have been a 2-1 perhaps. I think they would have taken the best of 3 either way. But you know, the first map, if it went No Mercy's way, I think Canals would have been Canals, and then Bureau still, you know, the win rate advantage. I choose to close out this night's game early, 2-0 here, Jake, as I believe we have one more best of 3 matchup coming up.
Oh, we do. Exclusive versus Team Rain is going to be coming up next, folks. I know that a lot of people are already in the comment section talking about that. Should be exciting. So don't go anywhere. We still have at least 2 maps coming up, potentially 3. We might go the distance on this matchup here. So plenty of critical ops to come here on this stream today on Sunday. Folks, with that being said, we'll see you on the flip side with the next set of matches. Okay. It's an absolute spray down. Fallen Knight is able to find 1, getting out of there before any more damage is done on him. He's coming back, sees ahead.
Wins.
It's going to be my line, so that's really something the Mafia has to be afraid of going forward. At the same time, shouldn't be too afraid of it, as they're going to have to deal with a lot more rounds. They need to play with full confidence here in the Coalition side, and that's what they're doing. Playing very fast, a great style.
Throw that bomb out to, Masi is now down. Xera coming in big, finding Malik. Trying to stay alive. Shadow with the spray down, and he keeps his team in this. Mafia closes it to 2. That was close. Rain just got an umbrella blow up in their face. Mossy is here at the SG, jumping across. Wow, I don't know how he grabbed that. Shadow getting dropped by him. Next area is there, eating the body cam board. Faultless still on HP. Yellow coming in big with that frag. And they're going to have another round here. Looks like they're going to tie it up.
If they run to container now, they might only face one rifle and a few deagles. This could be great for Raid as they're finding an entry. Star will fall. Medic still trying to recover, but with the fleshes, you have just a window to push. You have just a window to go for it. And that's when Xera comes into play. Finds them both. Shadow looking the wrong way. And that's a...
Oh, he's going to get stabbed in the back. Jumps down. Finds Xera in the head. Picks that gun up. Still doable for him. He's got to find Faultless. Oh my gosh. I thought he had now. There's just so much experience. They're seeing what works, and that's what you're seeing right now. Valkyrie could be opening it up. Oh my gosh, with the 3K AUG in hand, the 2K with the heads popping. The bomb is playing. Worry about that, really. But still. Go ahead, sorry.
Yeah, but the losing like 13-1 is something that's going to hit you nevertheless, right?
Exactly. It's demoralizing.
It would be disgraceful, and that's something they're trying to make sure that doesn't happen. A good round, though. Great push. That works out. And you can see Malik, oh, a drop down kill, still making it doable. I mean, if this clutch player cross, no he won't. Still having a good angle, go in, wraps away Faultless. A 1v1 has now been created. Malik might have just won the round right here and then as the stick will come in, it's just a fake. Malik still waiting for Xera. Good to find themselves going ahead and finding 4 and Xera. Again, just ducking up and down. Doesn't manage to find it just yet, and ultimately it should be 4. It needs to stay alive, and the bomb is already getting defused. Has to be there in time. Cancelo stick it. No, he's gonna fall. Barely had to defuse. Fallen Knight still down to the 1v2. Can chip him away. Tries to play so much time, it's gonna run out. Fallen Knight still do it. He's gonna do it.
Plays up the live here for Mullet Mafia. Shadows down low. Gotta be careful not to give himself away. Ooh, my line's able to drop him. Valkyrie quick at the refrag. Faultless comes up. He picks up the 2K. Now down to this 1 versus 1. It's Nax versus Valkyrie. And the jump shot to try to pick up in round number 3. Malik coming in. Fallen Knight's going to be there. And Marcia getting multiple kills at the full house for Team Up Tree Hall here. Flash is coming in. They're trying to avoid it. Ooh, quick trade. Xera with the 3K. And Team Rain somehow is able to win that. Reminding me of Evil Vision.
Fallen Knight dropping by Xelo, jumping in. About to run in, it's Xera. He's going to try to go for more. Tries to line him up. Xera taking 2 again. Goes for a third through the smoke. It just doesn't matter. Xera's on his home turf, and he's once again just mowing them down. All down to Star. The Deagle gonna do a lot of trying to hold on to intel. Yet might even look like a flawless round. Star taking out Fallen Knight. Just a run through the smoke will come through. Moshe trying to line him up. He takes 2. Wants to redeem it anymore. Medic Snooker in middle, but running into intel. Shadow is there, lining up 2. And now Myline starts running in, but will also
gonna try to sandwich him. Malik knows the situation he's in, comes back and catches him off guard. Still somewhat flashed. Now down to this 1 versus 1. And Myline is able to win it.
It's worked out for him in the past. And the M4 will line him up, and 4 will get them both. Managing to find it. On day 2, they were strong. Yet are they strong this time? Or are they gonna have to fight back again from a 1-2 position? Myline drop in. An impactful player falling. Xera trying to recover. But he's moving in from the B-long, trying to push through the smoke. Allowed to see them cross both. As Faultless is in middle. Running through the smoke himself. Xelo has stabilized this game, being able to grab the frag in this particular round, but Vulgrant will try. He's running through, gets Xera, tries to get his vision. Vulgrant shutting it down. His Fallen Knight dropping his armor, and out dropped as well. Mullet Mafia are 1 kill away from taking it, and they will. It's going to be tough to find this retake though for Mullet Mafia, as they're definitely not the ones to be in the advantage. They need kills now. The kill feed needs to turn blue any second, otherwise not going to be possible. And Xelo is now all that left. It's a full yellow, and it's around, and then the Mafia by the looks of it. Shadow tries to light up the first. She hasn't been able to do so. Malik opens up. Very great to find it through the smoke. The flank comes in. Star and Shadow both lining up a few pieces, and this could be the first round that Ray loses. Moshe still trying to stabilize. Shadow cannot hold down to the A side. Shadow comes in from behind, lines them up both. Shadow finds them. All these flashes, it's hard to hold. That's why it's considered a breach side of map, and that's what you're seeing. The spray down still made, trying to find it. Being taken away, they are falling. And being a wraparound from Joelish's spawn will already come in. Maybe Shadow can find him crossing into the corner. Myline getting dropped. And now Faultless against the world. He has to fight this 1v2. Otherwise, will the Buffs get put back in the lead. And Faultless, there's one person that could do it. He could be the IGL. Have to take the leader role to another extent, and he gets it. Fallen Knight
around. Utility coming in. Fallen Knight gonna get full flash and will probably be dropped here by Star. He'll pick up that SG on the ground. Teammate coming to reinforce. Gotta be careful here. Shadow coming outside of ramp. Able to find 1. Kill being traded back and forth. Now down to 1v1. And Marcia with a difficult time with these 2 players. Needs to try to isolate them. They're not going to make it easy for him. Oh, he's able to do so. He
Swing around the corner. Let's start to fight the first. They're bringing up the ramp. But Xelo is holding. Now they know where Xero is. Xero gonna be taken down. Xelo.
Team Rain just maybe try to pick players off coming outside of the bomb site, maybe. Getting a little aggressive. Fallen Knight's gonna find Star. Ooh, a Shadow just feeding right there on both those players. Finds the third. Vulgar cleaned up Masia. And now My Line is left, able to find one. Withering down here on their side. Those players are all gonna be gone. No weapons to be carried over if they're not careful. Masia. Masia v Vulgarant. You got time, Masia.
The bomb has been planted on B.
Dipping it.
Teasing it. He has time, he knows it. A little over a minute to work with. Ooh, Masia shows his spot. Now he's got to look for Faultless. Faultless is coming outside of heaven. Might catch him off, but Malix grabs a headshot on him. It's doable here, folks. Oh. Surprised nobody's moved into A just yet. Really taking your time, and they're just going to be dueling it out.
I feel like A has been stacked or something, or at least played. No one was there. And Rain will chip the players away because of it. My Line and he's finding himself falling to the hands of Xelo. And the bomb looks to go down. So that is great. Mulip Mafia, he's getting some cash injected to them. And Xelo is still having a chance. Can he find this retake? Can he find this post plant? Motion Fallen Knight joining up. Both of them around the corner. The swing comes in, but no cigar.
Favoring that B side right now. Faultless first to open it up, trying to double. He is able to do so. Xelo puts him out of his misery. There's that Xero with a 2K of his own. And My Line then
falling short, obviously, to be alive. 2 plays in Cafe. It's going to be a kill for Xero. Would you anticipate a second? You do.
Season 2.
Nope, he's not going to see. He's just going to sneak back. Xelo will die without getting any cash as well.
Try to get him out of here. And boom, I think he heard him. My Line comes over and domes him. They're working on. Oh, My Line coming up with the 2 at the R, looking to see if he can find the third. He's going to move down bottom. Cafe. Fallen Knight is they will. They're going to come through coalition. You see 2 players coming. They're split up. One up going across the bridge right now. Mossie's going to catch him off guard. Other here is Malik. Malik drops him, but Faultless should be there for the refrag. I don't think he's going to expect him hiding there in the corner. There's one player here on site right now. It's Vulgrant making a little bit of noise, but Xero puts him out of his misery. 2 more coming in mid, trying to drop him down. There's Xero and Faultless. It's only up to Shadow now and Xelo. It's a 2v elbow right here. Interesting decision. A frag grenade would really soften them up. They're not going to do it though. Flashbang coming in. Xelo somehow, he's going to double up even though he's half blind. He's got to have some blue light glasses on or something. Vulgrant finding Fallen Knight, and Mullet Mafia is about to take the lead here. Naxera is the last player alive, but 5 players to work with. He's getting tagged from Tree Elbow. Xelo comes in here by the recycling bin. Vulgrant strafing across. Shots being fired. My Line lines it up and drops him. Shadow coming across and finds Line. It's down to a 2 versus 2. They're looking around for him. The bomb is slowly ticking down. Masia from the back puts down Yellow. And now in this 2 versus 1, Shadow, what are you going to do? He finds Naxera looking to the left. Flashbang going out. Do you stick it? No, you gotta stay alive. Frag going out. Dip.
Time is running out. Faultless will have to jump. Look for Malik. He's bringing it in. Malik will find it. We're going off.
Careful. Early shots there, giving away that he does have that. They're pushing up B long here. Here we go, gents. Faultless first open up. Mossy gonna drop down Shadow on the ground. They're looking around. They need to plant that bomb quickly. And they're moving in. 2 players are down here. And a player in Mullet Mafia is already leaving. What? Already giving up on his team. The bomb has been planted. Malik trying to work here. If they somehow win. Naxera drops him down. I think it's going to be Team Rain. There's not much more you can do. Vulgrant trying. He's able to pick up 1. There's Xelo, and he's out of there. It's all up to Vulgrant. Team Rain has this, Jesse. Team Rain, once again, are going to be your champions of Worlds 2023.
Yeah. Vulgrant can still run, can still try, but...
Yeah, that was a great play. Just, make them fully think that you rotated around and then get the bomb planted. That was great. But Faultless, what is that? 3 already? And just gets all the headshots on you, which it looks like that's about to come in here in just a moment. They're throwing what they have. And Faultless, Fallen Knight, able to jump in, get 1. But we are going to get 2 refrags, but maybe Naxera is going to help out a little bit more there. This is possibly doable. Fallen Knight, he still can't see anything. He's in the smoke. If he catches them both off guard, he hears the jumping. 1, and there is no way that he's able to get this. She'll be able to come from the top. Jelly's actually able to do it, but is there enough time for the bomb to fuse?
I don't think so.
I don't know.
Oh, deal. As the re-execute will start to come in. Death allowed to take down Fallen Knight, but is he aware of Washa? No, he is not. And he's still on the side. He's still going to line them both.
2, and statistically speaking, and how Rain has been doing, this is not going to be as good as it should, but the caster's cursed. But guess what? The bomb.
Cover that after this round as there's still a play coming through. My Line of swings. Catches Triton off guard. XD Gamer gonna spot Faultless up close. Jumps down to get a...
And again, this could go either way, but if it goes in the way that it has, you know, Rain might be able to take it, but it seems like the pistol is in the favor of Underestimated this time. They at least have 2-man advantage.
Even, for example, a loss would still leave Underestimate to have 10 rounds in their disadvantage coming in. So Rain, it doesn't seem like they're gonna lose it whatsoever in terms of the round difference, but maybe they're gonna lose in terms of rounds. Maybe they're gonna lose it in the entry, and now they are gonna have themselves a lot of weapons to utilize. They're obviously using it to their advantage. Look here, Mosya peeking instead of Shell peeking him, making it work, making it happen. Xera doing exactly the same. Fallen Knight falling to the side. Death fell out to take 2.
But now we're seeing 2 to 3 players of Underestimated living at the end of these rounds. So the rounds that Underestimated are winning are looking more impressive.
Yeah, could have something to do with the servers. I'm not too sure, but Shell's gonna shut it down. The power of friendship. Friends are for DNA player. Not having any problems with the ping. Can make it happen, can make it swing, but it's not gonna. 2 from Coalition parts. Death fully flashed, taken down. The backside still having to answer. Bomb slowly ticking down. Fallen Knight trying to run through the smoke, unable. And the continuous success from UE is
Possibility.
And we have liftoff. Welcome back, folks. I am Sudden Death, joined by Twist. We're about to hop on in to the next set of matches here between Team Rain and Exclusive. But before we do so, we're going to have to hop in and thank our incredible sponsors. Actually, you know what? Before we do that, let's take a look at the map recap from the last series. Best of 3, which only went to 2 maps.
Yeah, I mean, the first one was close. It was fun to watch for sure. 11-13 the scoreline. It was just a blast of a game overall. You know, good aim from both teams, good moments, retakes, just everything you would have wanted from a criticalops game. Unfortunately, the second one, you know, Canals doesn't exactly deliver a punch on both sides. It was simply Invictus doing what they do best, dominating. You know, they start off hot and they end off hot. No problems closing out games, as we did see, you know, No Mercy struggle with that a little bit in the first map. Overall, we have to remember, you know, No Mercy, they might have converted the first one as well. Like, if we look at the highlights here, you can see, you know, this was 3 rounds in. No Mercy had gotten the plant 3 times in a row. They unfortunately lost it. You know, they couldn't deny the retake, but look, they got 1-2 more rounds out of that. Maybe would have gone to Biru, and who knows what happens there. Certainly was a good showing of what the Asian side of the Eurasia region is capable of as well. Oh, but yeah, Invictus is better.
Yeah, overall, you know, Invictus just taking out the day, 1-2-0, really commanding W there on map number 2. But No Mercy, I thought, had a really good showing here on map 1. Again, I know they ultimately lost, but coming down to a 13-11 scoreline, very close, and could have swung their way easily. I was really impressed with individual gun skill, especially on the breach side as well. Continuing to get those bomb plants over and over again really helped them with cash going towards the end of the first half. And they did a good job on the flip when they were on the coalition side, keeping Invictus on their toes. I think what really helped Invictus pull across the finish line in map 1 was Valgrind. Valgrind seemed to just be, you know, taking a little nap, sleeping. I guess the G Fuel hadn't kicked in just yet. But right there towards the end of map 1, he awakens and he starts playing more of a lurker role, and it's just running around through tunnels, hitting back, going through boiler room, just doing some unpredictable things, catching the team off guard, that team being No Mercy, of course. and was able to pick up several kills in the last few rounds, which helped his team pull across the finish line, getting that 13-11 scoreline. And the map 2 as well, was it 27-7 he finished off of? Yeah, it was 27-7 because he's 1 kill away from having that nice round number of 4 KD at 28-7. Was able to keep the momentum he got started in map 1 and carried it all the way into map number 2.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, this was a half where No Mercy actually had the lead, but just troubling. And some problems on the CT side. A lot more than they would have wished. And Invictus, I think, are just making another yet very deep run in the Worlds tournament. This has been a top 3 team for the last couple of years. So, you know, just doing what a top team should do in quite a domineering fashion here. Certainly, they showed that they're not invincible in the first map, but the second did show that they're also, you know, one of the better teams out there. So, as for now, we're watching Raid. This is still where No Mercy were like, wait, this is 9-7, you know, this could be No Mercy winning out. They got even closer. I believe they got up to 11-8 scoreline. It wasn't that Invictus, you know, just all the tide shifted.
Yeah, somewhere right around there where the tide begins to shift, and you'll see again Vulgrin starting to pop up there. He actually, I think, finished 17-21 in map 1, so he was really negative right up until the end, and still finished off the game negative, closed it up quite a bit. But again, he was, I think, that X factor coming in for his team Invictus, which helped put him across that finish line, because it really was looking like No Mercy was going to take it, especially here. You're up by 3. They're playing so well on the CD side. They're allowing them to plant the bomb, but the retakes are just on point. And it's right around, I think, this round here where we start seeing things begin to switch just a little bit. Jimmy comes up with this big play right there. There's Vulgrin beginning to come alive, puts down Axis, and then that's where the that round difference begins to just slowly creep and disappear.
Yeah, and you know, from there on out, it was just the Vulgrin show. We have to remember that he was just crucial in so many of these big moments in the last 5 rounds. So yeah, Invictus is really a team where there's no weaknesses. Every single player, you know, you can put them in a 1v3, he delivers. You can put him on A side, B side, defense, attack. You know, they are so versatile, and everyone really a star player of their own. So you put them together in a team, you make sure that the strategy is there, that, you know, the star power doesn't collide internally, and well, you get something like this, you know, where one of the players just like, don't worry, I got you guys. I'm just gonna, you know, get these last 5 rounds, put it down the tab for me. Malik did get a nice double there, but Vulgrin, I think it was the last round. Like, pay attention to the last round. This is the second to last, I believe. Well, this is still Vulgrin with the double, Jake, right? Like, every single round he was delivering just opening frags as well, like impact frags like that. But I believe it was this last round. We'll see if we see it right here. You know, Vulgrin, he had already pushed up. It was actually a clip of Ram taking him down, but he was the one to get exist, and that was, you know, the guy showing up for No Mercy, because I feel like we haven't mentioned him, you know, but we're just getting ready for it. We're getting ready for seeing the second maps, highlights, canals, and then we got to talk about exist, Jake.
Oh yes, oh yes. The sniper play coming from him on No Mercy. Again, team ultimately loses, but man, did he put on a show for his team. And you pointed out, he was struggling hitting some of the easy shots, but when it came to the no-scopes, the spinning around, moving through, like right here, boom, picks up such a small angle of opportunity to be able to pick up a kill. He's able to get it no problem. The easy shot, not so much. The no-scope or shoot through the smoke, he's got it all day.
Yeah, and as we got into canals, I mean, he was the one really trying to make things work here, but unfortunately, the one thing that we praised for No Mercy in the first game was lost in the second, as the individual aim wasn't there. We can see Richard here, like, left in a clutch. I mean, I can't blame him for losing a 1v3, but also missing some shots, and so when the individual prowess wasn't there, the one thing, you know, that kept them going on map 1, then we also get an outcome like this, where Invictus just take the early lead and don't give away the advantage. Simple as that, if you can execute it. Now, we do see Exist there hitting another shot, and I think it really was like Exist versus Invictus, a 1v9, in which he was not able to win so much. But still hit some incredible shots. Like, I think this 3-piece, Jake, like, will go down, you know, we'll see this, for next season. Yeah, as we wait for the games to start, you know, we'll see one of these. And it's a crazy moment, crazy 3-piece, each shot more difficult to hit.
On the other hand here, not snipering, but typically staying on those assault rifles is Vulgar. You just see him pick up 3 kills right there in that round. Again, finishing 27-7 here. He was just on fire helping his team out. And he also had, you know, Noxic to back him up, Malik. Invictus just really stacked up well here and did, dare I say, a phenomenal job just taking down No Mercy on this map. And that was what I said right towards the end of map 1, is if Invictus is going to take this map. It's only going to be 2-0 if Invictus takes map 1, being that they were able to take map 1. Canals was just theirs. I mean, Canals is the oldest map in the game, and when you have so much experience like we do on the side of Invictus, players with pushing 200 maps, especially on the EU side where they like to use the snipers more, yeah, it's pretty much done and dusted if you're going to get on that map with Invictus. So again, well played to them, but that's history, and now it's time to make some more history. Let's go ahead and take a look at the next matchup here between Team Rain and Team Exclusive. And you see the YouTube poll is already starting here, and Team Rain has a huge lead in over on the at least in the YouTube chat. 78% think they're going to be taking the W. 22% thinks Exclusive is going to be, of course, early on in that polling data. But let's go ahead and dive on in and take a closer look at the teams here.
Yeah, I also believe a lot of people just vote off the team name, right? Like, it's Rain. Oh, of course Rain are going to win. But as we know in Critical Ops competitive, you know, the players get shuffled around quite a bit. So I think maybe a lot of you who maybe are just getting back in the scene, kind of same as me, I'm excited to see these rosters. I want to see what Exclusive, what firepower they got under their names. It's going to be GTA, Hakim, Crooks, Yuria, Jeppa, Melody, and Sadok. All 7 players looking to make the difference. So, you know, Exclusive, a great team throughout history of Critical Ops. I think I remember when it got made. It was back in 2017. I was making my own Critical Ops clan, you know, nearly a decade ago. Exclusive was being made as well. I remember scrimming them. It's been a long road for them as they have arrived under this lineup now.
Yeah, and again, we'll take a look here at their tournament history. A little less, but coming in first place in Season 4 of the Pro League. Season 1 finishing in 7th place. Embers of Victory grabbing 8th place. Circuit Intermediate coming in 2nd place. And then 8th place there in Season 1. So they've made it here. Put in some work. Struggled a little early on, but more recently have been punching up and getting ready to move in and start playing with the big dogs. And speaking of big dogs, here we go. The 2-time reigning champion, Team Rain.
Yeah, a team that needs no introduction. I think it's like the most household name there is in Critical Ops in terms of competitive gaming. Like if you've even endeavored for once into Critical Ops competitive, you will be, you know, you'll know about Rain. This lineup has just been taking titles and trophies all throughout the years. It's no other than Myline, Shadow, Fallen Knight, Donnelly, Faultless, Stizex, and Frix. So some old school players there on the side of Rain, you know, Myline, Fallen Knight, names that we do remember, but also some new names. So probably a spin, a remake of the old, but I think just strong as ever. You can see by the win rates and ratings. And yeah, if you talk Rain, you're talking about Circuit Season 1, 2, and 3, first place, the three-peat that they had going. Now, they had some problems, I believe, in Season 4 and 5, so climbing up the ranks, kind of, right? Certainly climbing up the ranks. Did get their first win of Pro League Season 1 as well, so that was big. But 3rd last year, it's a victory, so certainly looking for a bit more to this year. This would be their 5th first place in a international tournament, I believe. Rain, $36,000 won in cash prizes.
There's still one more page here to look at tournament history again. Just there it is.
Yeah.
First place, 2022 and 2023. When it comes to Worlds, you know, it's like they play just enough sometimes just to get in, and then that's when they come alive and they really start putting in the work. So they're back again, and they want to try to go ahead and be the 3rd time reigning champs. So I would say there's a lot of pressure on them today as well, not to get dropped down into the losers bracket. And I think if you're Team Exclusive, you would love to go ahead and kick him out of the top spot here and start off really strong.
Yeah, I mean, anyone would love a strong start, right? It's what we saw from Invictus as well, was the way how they converted the second map. But let's take at the head-to-heads here. Let's take a look. The win rates, I mean, they're going to be up there, you know, great all across the board. This is, again, talking about possibly 2 of the best teams in that Eurasia region. you kind of do still have to throw, Invictus in the mix as well, but ultimately that's why we have Worlds 2024. We're trying to figure out which one is the best. But what I'm trying to say here, when you're going to look at the ratings, you're just going to see star power all across the board. 1.58 on my line, and we can see that trend going as Shadow and Hakim still not getting lower than 1.3.
And all the experience here, again, just compared to that of No Mercy, all these players here are pushing over 100 maps. Fallen Knight and Cruxter in the 130s, so much experience. There's 101 maps, Eurasia, a little lower, but 77 maps. Faultless.
Yeah, ooh, there's a negative
213.
KD. That's something we don't see a lot of the times. I mean, it's still like 1.05 rating. Like you're still on a 66% win rate. It's like, oh no, look at this. So again, just star power all across the board. I feel like if you want to see kind of the peak of criticalops competitive, like this is where you come. Certainly one of the stronger, if not the strongest region, and couple that with two of possibly the best teams right now in that region playing tonight. This is almost going to feel like finals before we even get to them. I think we are quite ready to get into the server and see what the map vetoes are looking like. We do have to talk about, what maps are we going to be seeing.
All right. Time to see what maps we are going to be playing on today. Soar just instantly left swipe. Nobody loves Soar. Nobody's super liking Soar. It's just gone instantly. And Port is going to go ahead and get the ban from Team Rain. I'm curious to see what the first pick is going to be. Going back to Amsterdam, baby. Canals is going to be it. Should see some more sniper action on that. 55 times played. Bureau will be your map number 2. Not going to wait till to get to the decider. We're just going to get Bureau out of the way there. Guaranteed play. And then let's see what else we're not loving here. Next, Dislike coming in, and that's going to be Grounded, banned by Exclusive. And then for Reigns, next swipe left, it's going to be Raid. Well, leaves Plaza for the decider.
Ooh,
Barcelona it is.
Yeah, I'm excited about Plaza, man. I think, certainly we can see some favorite maps here for some of these teams. Canals and Bureau have stood the test of time. They've been the competitive pool for as long as there has been a competitive pool, really. And, just getting picked time and time again. Have been some nice improvements over the years. We can remember the rework that happened on both Canals and Bureau, both, I believe, like 2 and around 3 to 4 years ago. So some changes, to keep it somewhat fresh. And it is both a fan and team favorite. We're going to be starting with Amsterdam, as you said. It is going to be the map pick of Exclusive. So I think in this matchup, a lot of people voted for Rain. I also would put Rain as slight favorites. So I think for Exclusive, it's going to be good to start on their map pick. Start off strong, perhaps convert a 1-0, and then they're up against Rain, right? Like you have 2 more chances to close out.
Yeah, I'm just getting word here. I believe the 9th round is ready. So let's go ahead and dive on in and get this first map underway.
All right. Welcome to Canals. We were here once. The previous game went down rather quickly, but I think this one probably going to double digits. To decide who starts on which side, we'll have the knife round going down. Towards long they go, and I think this one will be a quick one. No goofing around here. Just Jabba with a double knife. Crux and GTA with some frags as well. And there's gonna be the map pick. And the side pick, rather, coming in for Exclusive here. So we'll see how things go. We still have another map loaded, that of Bureau. And after that, if we do go distance, it is going to be Plaza. But I believe the teams are ready. So pistol round coming up. We'll see which side who has chosen.
And we're back. Asked just momentarily ago, score predictions. What do you think, Twist?
Yeah, putting me on the spot like that. I like
Yeah. Yeah, threw the frag grenade in your lap this time.
Yeah, pretty good. Okay, I'll go for, I think, Rain winning it out. I think it's going to be very close, but I do think Rain are just going to have that slight advantage. I would say double digits for both. I can give you that much, you know. If I had to put my money on it, I probably wouldn't, but if I really had to, then Rain would be the direction I'm going. But that's also just, you know, off of very little information recently how they played. Well, look at that. The bomb site has been cracked open by Rain. They make a nice approach here. They go towards B. They unfortunately do lose 2 players, but it's like, well, everyone has rotated. Why not just plant the bomb? And 3 players spotted towards CT. My line will have quite the information here. The Shadow is going to get the frag. They're still looking to take it. Faultless with another frag. My line comes in as well, and this is what we know and love Rain for. At a player disadvantage, but just no problems at all. Zero trouble converting it at the end. It's going to be the first one put on the board for Rain, as the buy is going to come through. Exclusive off to a hard start on their map pick.
There's an AR-15 being brought out. I love it. It's one of the things I love about this map is to get a lot more diverse weapon selection.
Yeah, we'll maybe see some TRGs as well. I mean,
Well, I'd love to see
Canals
that.
is really good. It's really good for long range angles. So normally deals knobs, but you know, perhaps a TRG in the mix depends on the occasion. I would also love to see that. You know, this should be just the pistol shutdown, and yeah, Jeppa maybe poses some trouble, but really nothing at all for Rain to worry about. They lose a player, but they do gain the 2nd round. As exclusive now are going to be on the rifle buy. Let's see how the rifle rounds are looking like. Okay, we see some predictions in the chat as well, Jake. It does seem like Rain are favored a little bit, but you know, all the scorelines close, which I think ultimately is what everyone is pointing at, myself included. Probably not a shutout. 13-5. Okay.
Yeah, we'll do that. 13-5.
For Rain?
Yeah, well, just because they're leading by 2 now. I was going to be that contrarian, play devil's advocate here.
Well, you have slim margins to play with here, my friend. But
Yeah.
best of luck.
Call me a voting man.
No, Krug's there. He's gonna have the headshot, but Faultless, great positioning to get the 2. GTA and Sadek with the quick refrags, though. Sadek catches another one off guard. So 1v3 now for Fricks, but long range needs to connect the first, and it's gonna be Sadek with the 3-piece. You normally know him as the brains, but it seems like in this guy, in this round, he's also the aim. The raw mechanical skill is definitely there. 3-piece for Sadek as he leads his team to the 1st round found. This is a great quick recovery, right? The first rifle round comes up, you convert it, no problem. Make it close. Remember who you are.
This dog's very scrappy. I think it's a great word to describe him.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever you need him to do, he's going to do. You need him to get dirty, he can. Need him to call a play, he's got it.
Yeah, so Rain are going to move towards A. It is the triple defense there. And Crocs is getting a little bit angsty here. He wants to take a peek, certainly get some information. But rotations are not there exactly, although Cafe player has been given free reign to clear out mid, so I think sooner than later they will realize, especially with the peak now coming through. Fallen Knight with one with the double. Crocs is there with the refrag, and now Sadek, last round was the hero. This round gets a kill, tags one up through the wallbang there. It's still entirely doable. Spots another player, tries to go for the wallbang, but not ready for the shadow peak. But Yeppa is there with the double, and exclusive. It seems like they have found a way to the 2nd, unless Myline can do it all. One of the longest standing players of Rain here, on for the 1v3. Knows where another player is, but is he aware of the 2? Breaks the armor, but yeah, they double up. Yeppa, this time he comes in with a huge triple from CT. As the score is going to be all equal, 2-2, I think, you know, we're just getting set and ready for what's here to unfold. A very, very close affair, Jake.
Rain, going for a bit of an eco buy here. Faultless is pulling out that MR and my line on Deagles. Everybody else sticking to the P250s.
Tossing smoke. Tossing frag.
Managing that economy.
Tossing frag.
Ooh, soften them up, man. Oh, just absolutely deleted. Control Z back to spawn. It's a full house. Jeppa grabbing 3 and Crux in there with the last 2.
Yeah, that's a quick one. Exclusive are now 3 for 3 in these recent rounds. Rain, we'll see. I think, you know, knowing how Rain is, maybe take some time to understand how these CT positionings really work. That's another thing. Sometimes the T side, you know, it really takes a lot more time to warm up than the CT. Simply because you have to figure out where exactly those CT players play, you know, how they kind of rotate on defaults and try to counter that. That's what you're looking to do. So probably this one, just map control, name of the game here for Rain. Now, when if you go towards mid, figure out exactly how many players are B, who plays where, but as GTA towards Cafe, he reveals his position, but the price for that information is costly. Faultless goes down.
Minute 15 on the clock here. 4 players alive for Team Rain. 5 up for Exclusive. Perks making just a little bit of noise. He's gonna be careful, gonna lose his life there. Sadak picks him off from the CT stairs. My line, gonna trade him out with a quick refrag, and it's just back and forth right now like a game of hot potato. Hakeem pocket up, looking to find the double. Shadow's there, drops him, and there's 55 seconds on the clock, and Shadow's the last player alive. 3 players you can hit with here on Team Exclusive. Bomb is down inside of T-Spawn. There's no plant taking place. It's just playing for kills right now. Unless he decides to move all the way back. He might do that. I think they heard him, though. GTA coming around the corner. Makes a whole lot of noise, and that V8's just too loud. Get a 4-cylinder. Oh, Shadow in a tough spot. Caught with a flashbang in hand, and he's going to get dropped. 4-2, Team Exclusive is now leading by 2 over Team Rain as we move into round number 6.
Yeah, and I mean, those last 4 rounds haven't really been close either. Like, sure, there is the individual star power to just convert, like 1v3s. We saw one of those checked at my line. We saw Shadow doing good in the 1v4 as well, but ultimately it shouldn't come down to that. Like, even though you can kind of rely on that as your last safety bracket, like, you still need to just win out your gunfights, and I think it's really just down to that right now for Rain. I like the setups on the T side. I like the execute they're going for. I think they're, you know, playing smart strategically, but yeah, maybe just needed to practice a little bit more on a deathmatch or something, because some shots are not coming through. Granted, Exclusive are also just having a great performance. We saw Sada getting a 3-piece. You know, the in-game leader activating is a huge part of any team's success, really. Hakeem as well, I think, last round, just, you know, spraying them down. 1-2. So now a bit of an extended break here, a pause as we get it resumed. Chance for Rain to slowly but surely get themselves back in the game. It is, you know, not too far gone. Not by any means.
Yeah, so early on here.
Early indeed. With Exclusive app taking the 2-round lead. Let's see what they do with this one. Well, that, I guess. Sadak opens things up, but over-aggresses a bit. Wanted a bit more than he could chew. Shadow with the double, the 3-piece. Jake, we talked about the HK. Yeah, that's where it shines, baby. Just long range, quick engagements.
Bomb has been planted.
2-3 bullets and your opponent goes down. Depends on the Kevlar situation, and Shadow is going to finish things off with the headshot. Oh, that is beautiful. And Rain, yeah, I talked about winning out your gunfights. Well, I guess Shadow is just going to win out 4 of them. No problem, that's the case. We'll still need the rest of the team showing up individually, but again, you know, Rain is, it's literally the biggest star power team there is, really.
Flash out.
And he's staying on it. Let's see some more HK action. I think Team Exclusive will be just a little bit more careful this time, knowing that's on the field.
Yeah, probably don't want to go with those long-range angles.
Early shots being fired here. Just tagging Faultless a little bit. A little tickle. Akeem taking the top spot, overlooking. Team Rain looking to decide what they want to do. Definitely leaning towards this A site, but still can easily move over towards B. Bomb carrier is Faultless once again peeking in. See if we can find an angle in A site there. Hakeem moving around, making it very difficult for them. Those smokes are going to be clearing here shortly. Still plenty of util here in Rain's back pocket. Fall Knight comes in, gets their first opening kill, but quickly cleaned up there by Exclusive. Crux and Sadak in the kill feed. Faultless finding one, and he's going to move in for the bomb plant.
Bomb has been planted.
Yep. He's going to get the plant. So Rain get another chance to win out a round. And this time there are smokes shutting down the retake, so you gotta push through them. That is probably the worst way to go for a retake. Now, main is not smoked, and GTA will be spotted by Fricks. Faultless in the meanwhile catches off Sadak, and I think this is really where it falls apart, as GTA will be taken down as well. It seems like the whole crew of the Rain, they've heard me, you know. I'll say that much. They're watching the stream like, yeah, Twist is saying we should, you know, get some kills, and that seems really smart. Let's do that. They have charged up and, you know, put 4 on the board. Sometimes it's all it really takes, you know, especially when you have great strategies. Just, you know, get the aim locked in, and look at them now, 4-4 up against Pistols, looking to take the lead right back in their hands.
Keep it simple, stupid sometimes. Fricks coming around the corner, hits the first shot. Shadow there to reinforce. Oh man, it is just a sea of yellow right there. Crux and Sadak in there. Speaking of Sadak, doubles up, but Fallen Knight gonna clean him out, and Rain is back in the lead here. 5-4, that round happened fast.
Yeah, to be honest, they eliminated 3 rifles there. They had like XD45, like they had the lowest buys almost as possible. Not too bad, not too shabby at all. At least economically, they're not letting Rain run away with this. But in terms of the scoreline, Rain have taken the lead. And now Yepa, we saw this angle being held by Jimmy in the previous game, and I mean, it was just massacre when you try to cross it. So, oh, timing is a bit weird though. Yepa moves in, Shadow will get GTA. And now 4v4, Yepa long range is gonna hit the shot, peek in for more, but Shadow takes him down. A 3v3 now. Moving on to the site, Shadow with the frag. 2v2, very close affair here. Crux on the other side of the smoke. But I think my line... Does he see this? Does he clear this? Oh, it's so close, Jake. Oh, they're spotting him, but Crux still gets the frag. Shadow with the refrag. 1v1, and Sadak, the in-game leader, has been playing so well, but this time the aim does not connect. Shadow will win out the 1v2 and put Rain on 6. That is now a 4-round streak right back.
That flick by Crux was clean, though.
Yeah, beautiful stuff here to get Rain to the 6th here.
A little more, you know, there. Shadow, when rushing to be able to communicate better with his teammates.
Flash out.
2 rounds away from the flip. 8-4, or maybe a closer score line of 7-5. We're gonna see. Players being traded out right now. It's a 4v4. Eurasia has been brought out. Fallen Knights on it. Looks to his left. Misses the player, move across on right. But it's faultless there. No, GTA just drives right over him. Shadow quickly cleans it up. Oh, Fallen Knight coming from behind. Sadak didn't realize he was down there. Playing inside of Vince. 3 players up here for Team Rain. Working their way over here towards the A site. And now it's all up to Jepa here.
This is just as fast-paced as it goes. I mean, both are good teams, but a lot of these engagements are just down to rushing each other down and spraying it while it counts. 7 on the board for Rain, but yeah, I mean, again, if you're gonna have the individual star power to just win out your gunfights, you don't have to go for executes. That is a luxury. And Rain, they kind of meet a lot of players towards A, no problem eliminating the threat. Last round of the half, as good as Exclusive looked, we have to remind everyone this was a 4-2 game. They've now lost a lot of momentum, and I feel like since you really need to convert that second half pistol round, you need this round as well. You get this round, you get a bit of a mental boost, you know, it's also 5-7, and you're like, okay guys, we can do this, let's head to the pistol, do our best. Sadak and Hakim with the big double, looking to make that statement come to life, as Crux finds one with the op as well. It's a 1v4.
Fricks gonna get dropped. There it is. 7-5 scoreline going into the flip. Team Rain did a pretty good job though on the breach side, coming into the flip up by 2, and historically on a very coalition-sided map, you're in a great spot. If you're team exclusive, you really want to come out swinging, like you said, Twist, and take this pistol round. Could be a nice 5-round lead really quick if they don't take it.
Yeah, we'll see how the pistols go. Rain have stacked A, which is a bit of a bold move, I'll tell you that much. Exclusive for the meanwhile, waiting for the A aggression, so waiting for the push. as it won't come in, I think they might just choose to go back to A. Depends on Lurk player, really. You know, we'll see what Yepa does towards that long area. If he perhaps doubles up with Sadek and tries to clear Cafe. If they do so, that would be a free ticket to entry towards B. But in the meanwhile, it does seem like Exclusive want to head towards A. Rain getting a little bit antsy here, but they still stay with the stack. Surely, if the other team was B, they would have planned it already. I think that is the train of thought. So slowly but surely Exclusive, you know, almost you can see by second how they walk into their demise here. I'm not saying they're not able to win the round, but I'm just saying there's a 5-player stack towards A. They're still not committing, Jake.
Really letting that time go down. Are to be now? To be or not to be? That is the question. And it seems like yes is the answer. Faultless, first one to pick. Hakeem comes back around, finds Fricks, and now they've slowed down.
Yeah, and they've lost the bomb, Jake. That's the problem. They could have just taken the bomb and went to B, but the bomb is lost. You know, it is being held right now, so they know about the bomb. You can't plant. The rest of the CDs can arrive. They're not ready for this elbow. Backstab, are they? Now they are. Shadow cleans it. Faultless Shadow with the frags. And oh, that is a bit of a fumble here for Exclusive. They had an open B bomb site, but there's still a chance that Yepa can convert as he finds the first shot. The hit marker is there, but not the headshot. It's Faultless to put the 8th on the board for Rain. And yeah, I mean, that round would have been theirs if not for losing the bomb. If they just had the bomb, went to B, I mean, at least you get the plan down. So unfortunate, can't flame them too much. I mean, the bomb was in somewhat of a space safe spot towards that T bridge, but the aggression from Rain, both in the, you know, the round really serves as a microcosm for how the whole game has been going. Just raw aggression from Rain, and they have the, again, they have the star power Jake here to punish. Fallen Knight gets the first. This is just pistols, and down they will go. Everyone gets a flag. Yeah. B-side cleanup. Rain with 9.
Four rounds separating these teams. Eurasia pulled out by Jeppe here over for Team Exclusive. For the most part, just M4 is being brought out by Team Rain. You do see Shadow on the AUG. Staying on the bonus.
Mm-hmm. So Crux is going to get Faultless. Good on his side. Yepa gets one as well. Where was this before? Seems like the late stage resurrection of this Canals map has taken place. At least Exclusive pull one round back, right? Because you give them the 10th, you're on low economy again. That's 11-5. That is GG for this one. Let's go to Bureau. But hey, Yepa there comes in with a big double. Exclusive are now going to be on 6. Not exactly the best of cash for Rain either, but they're still going to be able to buy. Either way, Exclusive might be pulling this back one round at a time.
Coalition wins.
Shadow casting Shadow over Exclusive.
Yeah, I mean, look at the buy. It's actually going to be very low. So Exclusive get a buy one, get one for free deal here. If only they can convert up against a hero M4, 2 of them in fact. Yepa is going to get the frag. And that was a lifesaver, really. Fallen Knight lives up to his username. A knight he is, but no more in this round. As they get rid of him, the bomb is still dropped towards the spawn, and it's a 3B stack where Exclusive are exploring towards A. I think unless Faultless can do it all with the hero M4 on A, I mean, it's just going to be the bomb site found open and plan going through. Rain, cash is going to be there, so probably still going to go for the retake, but, you know, it only gets more difficult from this point onwards. The gamble stack towards B doesn't exactly work out, Jake.
$50 seconds here on the clock. They're beginning to move in. Utility going out. Bomb now being planted here. Like I said, I have to work on this retake. Nobody got to get dropped on. The side of Exclusive could be a clean sweep here. Jeppe finding Fricks with the Eurasia.
Reach wins. seconds.
Oh, it comes up with a 2-piece.
Yeah, so far so good. For exclusive, we didn't know if this was gonna come, you know. At 9-5, I'm sitting there, I'm like, this could be over in a heartbeat. This could be that 13-5 that you said, Jake. Remember our predictions? It does seem like we're getting a bit closer to mine, perhaps, but it's still a lot to do here for exclusive. And I don't know if they have the capability. They certainly have the capability. We'll see if they're able to kind of use it to the best of abilities. Bomb is dropped towards T-Bridge. But this time, 3 players fortify the A site. Big flash, pushing in. Shadow does get the frag on Crux. And that is a rather big one. It confirms presence of one more. Now they know, they hear this as well. Fallen Knight is holding the cross angle, so he might help as well from the other side. Oh, and that is a nice shot. Hakim did deliver some damage, but yeah, exclusive in this round are pretty much found out of that one opening kill where Yepa, I believe, gets flashed in and, you know, gets aggressive. They pretty much figure out where all the remaining players, at least the majority of them, are located, and so it's just a matter of finding and eliminating them. That is a sick combo, man. Just a side note, you know, that what is it, remix knife with the glove combo? Oh, so sick, Jake. You know, we don't talk about the skins enough, really. That's a new one as well. I didn't know you can make that one.
Fallen Knight showing he can rock that sniper rifle. Wasn't happy about it last round. Shadow gonna put down Sadank. It's off the Jeppa. About to swing. Ooh, right in Shadow's face. It's sniper v sniper here.
Coalition wins.
But Frix is gonna take it away. Rain crossing the double-digit mark. Back up by 3 here. And you can see cash is getting back into their accounts. Only 2 players have to buy here.
Yeah, 10-7.
Yeah, I was like, exclusive still having some cash built or saved up here, but they gotta be careful. It can really get away from them fast.
Yeah, I mean, this is kind of the round for the game again, right? It was the 10-5 mark. Sure, they win 1, they win 2, but Rain do pull another one back. So at this time, you know, they kind of have to continue with that. You get 1 round, we get 2 type of play here. Oh, Fallen Knight, uncharacteristic misses, but Faultless makes up for his mistakes. A chaotic duo towards mid. Faultless take the better side of it, but caught off guard. GTA with the peak 2v3. He's gonna try to make it work together with Crux. They've already turned this into a 2v2. The peak comes in. Shadow with the refrag, and now GTA has to do it all as Shadow will take him down again. It's just flashbacks, deja vu of a couple of rounds ago where Shadow was able to shut it down in a pretty similar fashion from that same position. It's him on 20. What, Jake? I didn't notice this. My man's on 27 bomb. 27. Look at the rest of the team. It's like you add the kills up, they're close to what he has alone.
I knew he was doing well. I didn't realize it was that
That's
well.
Crazy. I mean, we saw this from Invictus as well. I can't remember the name, but somebody dropped like a 27 bomb. Volgrant, there you go, yeah. So Canal certainly a chance to deliver individually. He comes in. Crux is going to take down Shadow. Crux with the double. Hold on. This one still has legs, and if you look at that, Shadow is no more alive. My line, though, will pick up the pace. I mean, I talked about when it was 2-4, I talked about Rain having to everyone show up individually. It seems like it has just been the show, the Faultless show. Excuse me, the Shadow show. But, you know, the rest of the team perhaps can show up. It will be a frag from my line. Yep, left in the 1v2, but they get on the bomb immediately, and they know the angle as well. It's just going to be the Ninja Diffuse coming through. Yepa, he might get the double frag, but it's little reward for losing the round. Can't blame him, though. It was a tough one to clutch out. Rain with the retake, so again everyone shows up, and at that point, you know, you're undefeatable. You can this is proof that you can literally have 4 players, you know, taking a chill day and just have 1 player of Rain showing up, and you're still gonna deliver, right?
Yeah,
I'm not saying the rest of the team is playing bad. They're just probably having less kind of impactful moments, but you know, it's a one-man army for now, and this is in probably the matchup of, you know, at least top 3 best EU teams. Rain just individually, you know, these players have been playing for, again, I think for some of them it's approaching the mark of a decade. Soon will be, since I think the early, you know, beta releases of criticalops. Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Yeah, it is. Making me feel old. Match point here for Team Rain, looking to close it out 12-7. Kind of sits right in the middle of what we were thinking. I was thinking 13-5, and what you said 13-9. So we'll close this out here. We're like literally smack dab in the middle. Crux gonna find Shadow. Faultless putting down GTA. It's a 4v4 now. Hakeem coming in and finding Faultless hiding in the corner, and it's Fallen Knight on the pistol trying to make some noise. Not gonna be able to quickly trade it out by Crux. That bomb, is it about to go down or not? It's not. There it is. Actually, I was just a little bit behind it. Jeff is gonna get a drop now, and the roles have reversed. The remaining two players here, Fricks and Mineline, now have to be the aggressors, but they're all the way across the map on the B site. Mineline's able to find the head of Sadak and chop it off, but there's still 3 players to contend with here, and they're nice and spread out over here on the A side of the map. Crux beginning to move through CT spawn, looking to see if he can find these players. And the 2 here on Team Rain beginning to make a rotation back around through T spawn. And we'll have an altercation across here with T bridge. It looks like Hakeem is right there. Frick's about to duel him. They're just moving back and forth. That FPS timing is incredible. Little twirl, just getting himself ready. It looks like they actually might try to save their weapons here and just go into the next round. They feel pretty comfortable with the lead. It's honestly great for Fricks, able to throw that M4 out, get the util off the ground, as well as picking up that SG. Team Rain losing that round, but they are close again to finishing it off.
Yeah, they are so close, man. Like that's the main thing here. It's 12-8, exclusive. I mean, certainly a great team, but we're talking about the map more as well. I think they just had a slow start in the mid rounds. They weren't able to get going, even though they had that. Remember, this was a 42 game. Like since then, Rain have gotten 10 rounds, and exclusive have gotten 4. So the power struggle has shifted a lot. Rain still need to close out, and exclusive. Again, pretty much all the players have 100+ maps under their belt, so they've been in these situations. They know how to hold on to things. It will be Sadak again, coming in when it matters. Coming in clutch with a big double to open up the site. Is going to leave just Faultless left alive. As he tries to evacuate, the CD player will catch him. GTA takes him down. It's exclusive on 9. You just got to get 4 more rounds then. It's not going to be pretty, but I think it might be possible. If they win this round, it's gonna be 12-10, and it's gonna be easy here for them since Rain are going on low buy. And then the cash is still not gonna be there, right? So technically you win this round for free almost. Then you win up against rifles, you're up against pistols again. That's a possibility. You know, it's possible they just need 1 more rifle round really to get to 12-12 here, Jake.
Yeah, Rain. Oh my gosh.
All right, Sadak.
Put my glasses on here. Is that a 5-man? Is that an ace?
Yeah, that's an ace. I feel like we don't give that play enough credit. We should have probably shouted louder down. I know it's only up against pistols, so it doesn't matter, you know, but good lord, Sadak. If there's somebody, you know, just farming those eco frags. I'm kidding. That was a great 5-piece. But yeah, Sadak certainly has been delivering impact a lot, right? We saw him at the start of the game as well. He was the one to really put the digits on the board individually. And now that 5-piece is almost like a statement from exclusive. We are still in this. Unfortunately, GTA no more. He'll be relegated to just the sidelines to watch. And the rest of the squad can perform this 3v5 as Sadak falls as well. I'm starting to get a little bit worried for exclusive here, Jake.
Rain's really got to watch the economy here. Having them 5-man advantage, though, they could close it out here. 3 up, a line for exclusive. Oh, Faultless winning a big gunfight versus Hakeem there. Jeppa's down. It's going to be cleaned up. It's going to be 13-10. Crux, the last man. He could ace it, but he's not going to be able to. Fallen Knight pops his top like soda pop, and that's it. Map number 1 is going to Team Rain. 27-16.
Yeah, simply better. I think that's a rule.
Yeah, simply put.
Yeah, I mean, it's not exactly, you know, they're paying me for this analysis, I guess.
Yeah.
But, no, but like, yeah, just in most rounds, you know, 60% of the rounds they played better. I know it's a very big, like, oversimplification, but you saw it all throughout the rounds, you know, where you were winning out a couple more gun duels, and that's what matters, you know. It's 13-10, sure, it's close, but Rain did seem to have the upper hand more often than not. Next up, Biru, Jake. Right, that is going to be interesting. For now, it's going to be Rain taking the 1-0 here. So,
and I'm excited for Bureau too because of the way these teams were playing. They were playing a lot faster on canals. I mean, they had rounds where they were playing slow as well, but I think Bureau definitely plays a lot more to that faster paced play style. Rushing A, getting into the servers really quick, moving around. Might even see some shotgun action inside of A server side or even on top of the B bomb site. I am excited for this upcoming map. I think both these teams are going to bring some action. I think we're going to see a lot of fast-paced rounds, some slow ones as well, but I think we're definitely going to see some fast-paced rounds, maybe see some shotguns pulled out, and who knows, maybe somebody will even hop on the Eurasia once again, maybe watching the A side. With all that being said, folks, we're going to go ahead and go into a quick break time and get that map number 2 prepared as quickly as possible. See you on the flip.
Yeah, a bit of a break to cool off, perhaps. But seems like for us at least, we'll keep talking, Jake. You know, we can have a discussion here, right now about Biru, as I believe all teams are almost ready to get in the server. So it's gonna be a quick one, perhaps. Yeah, perhaps a chance for it to be a quick one here.
Phenomenal.
Well, we'll see. I mean, ultimately it was 13-10, so it's still gonna be close. I think still a very excitement-packed game. It will be Biru. We'll see how it goes. Exclusive, yeah, kind of. I don't want to say the underdogs just because the odds are so close, but still, you know, the perhaps lower ranked team of this matchup. But Rain, you know, if they keep doing how they played, even if they play like just a little bit better, that's the thing. Like, it was Shadow on 27 bombs. Sure, he was there at the end for a while, you know, 3 rounds. The rest of the team did close out at the end, but he was on 27 and like 12 at one point. Like, if he keeps playing like this on the second map and you have one more player showing up, it's over. Like, that's the problem. When you have a lineup like this, it's for exclusive. This has to be just strategical masterclass as big as and far as it goes, really, for Sadok. I mean, he was putting up numbers individually, which is great to see. I mean, don't overlook how difficult it is to be the in-game leader and also put up frags, because you're like, you know, you're thinking about things. You can't exactly focus all the time in a game. You have to call strats, quick rotations, all of that. So it's difficult. Sadok does great individually in the first map, but yeah, I think the rest of the team needs to show up. We have Sadok, we have Shadow, but where is the rest of the lineup? They need to, I'm not saying they played bad, they just need a couple more, you know, fiery rounds, a couple more impact frags, and again, 13-10, that is 2 rounds away from the maximum rounds possible. Like, it's anything but a one-sided game. So, yeah, we'll see.
More energy. They need a little more energy. You know?
Yeah, for sure.
They can use that Cody Esports mobile. Exactly. That's where I was going with that. You know, maybe they need some new G Fuel. Maybe they need to go make a new shaker. We're hopping into this round much faster than normal. No break time here. But, you know, why we're waiting for map number 2 to get going in this best of 3 series? You all head over to gfuel.com and go ahead and get yourself stocked up for next week, because we got more streams coming here all the way up into December 14th to 15th when the finals are taking place. And there's no better way to enjoy a Critical Ops stream than a nice ice cold shaker full of G Fuel. And that Cody Esports Mobile has you covered at checkout with 20% off. That's right. Esports Mobile gets you 20% off anything at gfuel.com right now. Take advantage of it while you can. Get the energy you need to go ahead and take down Team Rain. It needs to be a disclaimer at the bottom, not promised or anything like that, but, you know. There it is. Again, Cody Sports Mobile for 20% off anything at gfuel.com. Also, holidays coming up. Makes a great gift for yourself or somebody else in your life. Whatever you need it for, G Fuel's got you covered. Ladies and gentlemen, we're ready to go. Shout out to the teams. Let's dive on in and knife.
Yeah, we're just ready for knife round. Seems like it will be us on camera for a little bit longer, but yeah, trust me, we will get to the knife round. We'll see who starts on which side, how it will go.
We have a world record here. I don't think I've ever been part of a esports match that we've gotten into from like map 1 to map 2 so fast. So like, this is going down in the record books, the history books. Shout out to Team Rain exclusive. We're already in the knifing ground. It was like, what, 3.5 minutes, if that?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, just a quick one. I mean, it could be a breeze in terms of the round-to-round ratio. Like, it still was a close first game, so it definitely took longer than it could have. But yeah, it seems like fast breaks. Probably what the exclusive are looking for here. Just a fast break on Biru. Quickly putting some rounds on the board. Winning the knife would be a great way to start. A lot of action, but it will be Yepa winning it out, and that's exactly what exclusive need. They're a map down. They're at a bit of a disadvantage here, both in the odds in general, but also, you know, just coming in the matchup before. We saw what happened on Canal, so this has to be a quick start. They will get their chance to choose the starting side, so Yeah, they need a couple of rounds on the board, same as they did on Canals, just this time they need to hold on to it, because we have to remember, Exclusive early on, they had the lead, they were 4-2 up on Canals, they had converted most, I think almost all rifle rounds in that start, so we're like, yeah, Rain, somebody needs to wake up, but you know, you touch the beast a little bit too much, you poke him a little bit too much, and this is what happens. It is Rain making a pretty nice comeback and securing the victory on Canals. Close, but better for sure on Canals. We'll see how Biru goes up. Exclusive starting on the CT side will be having Rain, just a 5-man push towards long, so Yepa a lot on his hands. They need the pistol, they get the spot, the early information there, but Rain don't stop. Metaphorically and on the server, they push towards Vans. It's Yuria on the other side. GTA gets a frag. Fallen Knight takes down Yuria. And Donnelly gets another. The backstab from Sadak, not good for a kill, unfortunately. It's a 2v4, and Crux and GTA, they've clutched out a 2v4 before. We'll see if they can do it again. Nice damage from Crux, only one. Faultless with another, and this is going to be Rain converting the pistol with 3 alive. That looks just like raw confidence, Jake.
Fast play here as well. That's what we're expecting coming into Bureau. Definitely lots of action, moving around, working those corners as best as possible. And we should probably see another quick round coming in for Team Rain round number 2 here. Wouldn't be surprised if we get kind of just like a rush towards mid, finishes off. Maybe
perhaps.
Exclusive, all stacking up inside a control room. Trying to take control of this round number 2 the best they possibly can. Bomb slowly moving around. See nobody inside of B. They will be planted here shortly. They're like, okay, is this a trap? Checking corners. No, we're good. Okay, bomb will be planted about now. And we should see that quick rotation coming in from Exclusive after the plant. You can see player number 6 here, Faultless, hanging inside a tree elbow. Or tree hallway, excuse me. Might?
Yeah.
No, they're not going to do that. I thought they might move around that way, but they're going to go through mid.
Yeah, Donnelly's gonna get the frag on Yuri as well. It does seem like Rain quite easily here. They win the round. Exclusive look for some exit frags, maybe a rifle they can take with them, but no, it's Crux to fall. Rain, easy peasy, no problem to convert the second. As we head into our first real round of criticalops here, a rifle coming up. We'll see how it goes. Also, Yuri is now subbing in for Hakim. So, yeah, we saw this switch of players happening in the first best of 3 as well. And it was the winning team doing it, though. They brought in Noxic. That's like the ultimate super sub of the century. Yeah. You know, you don't think you're winning good enough? Well, you bring in the best player perhaps ever. So, yeah, that definitely helped Invictus to close up things. We'll see what the sub does here for the side of Exclusive. GTA and Yepa gonna move in with the frags, GTA with another, and oh, looks like Exclusive, they have found a way how to shut down this breach attack, but Shadow again, crucial. He's there. Yeah, he's just on it today. We saw him closing out rounds left, right, and center as well on Canals, but this is still gonna be a 1v1 for Shadow. Is it a 3-piece, a 4-piece, Jake? I'm not sure.
I think he grabbed 3, but I could have blinked and missed another one. Either way, he is already performing really well here in map number 2, carrying over his performance from map 1. And that's hard to do for a player to just perform so well in map 1 and bring it into map number 2. And it is early on. It is early on. I'm not trying to jinx him or anything, but bombs implanted here, working in his CT hall. Crux got the idea of where he's at, taking his time. So, trying to figure out where he wants to work. Shadow, little cheeky play here. Crux in a check. Comes out just perfectly. Shadow gonna drop him, making it look easy. I can do that. You know what I'm saying? Like I need to get in here.
Yeah, I feel like we're constantly being proven wrong. At least I feel so, because I said, you know, okay, Rain, you know, you're good, blah blah blah, but all of you guys have to show up. You can't have, you know, not having a good performance. Guess what? No, they're continuously proving me that we can just let Shadow rip a couple of kills, you know, 27 on the first map, and this one as well. Single-handedly closing it out. 4 and the 1v1 clutch at the end. Simply insanity. GTA now, I feel like maybe getting a little bit tilted on the Exclusive side there. Like, you just have a player that you can't take down through 2 maps now. Like, that's not exactly what can help you mentally. And so GTA maybe over-aggresses a little bit more than he should have. Faultless will find Yuri as well. The sub is now down. But yeah, that's just too aggressive. Yepa with the nade will take one down. But look at this. The bomb is rotating all the way back towards A, and there is nobody home. Exclusive They're left on B. They need information, so the Vents player will take a peek rather. Let's see what's happening there. Weird timing on Yepa. Hold on, he pushes in. That's the star player down. Unfortunately, that also confirms there's nobody else. And, you know, if that wasn't enough, you hear the bomb has been planted. And you go, okay, we are on the complete other side of the map. Sadak is in spawn. Like, this will take so much time to clear all the angles, so they'll do it. He comes in, Crux. He's gonna get Donnelly though. 2v3 still. Fallen Knight now holding the angle. Will hit the shot.
No.
And time is low. That's a problem here for Exclusive. Rotations took so long. Faultless takes the frag. Sadak. He's then confused.
He's gonna make the ultimate sacrifice.
Flash hits him.
Oh, go for the knife.
Oh, knife.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, an epic end to that round, really. But hey, it's Rain with 4 now in a row. And if there was, you know, the reason why the first game was closed because of that fast start for that fast break for Exclusive, right? It was 4-2. They didn't exactly play the best at the end of the game, but you know they did get to 10 to double digits here. But Rain now have started though like great. This is Exclusive's map, sorry, side pick as well. So you know, add that to the mix. It's just gonna require such good leadership from Sadak here to get back on track.
Shadow coming in. GTA doubles up, finds Faultless, looking for Shadow right now. He's sick of him. Wants to put him down, preferring doing more damage to his team. GTA
pushes on. They don't hear this.
Ooh.
They just don't hear that. It's gonna be Fallen Knight.
This man.
Yeah, it seems so.
Oh
Shadow. Wait, Jake.
He uses head and shoulders. It's all over his dashboard right there.
Is that a 1v4?
I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch this. I mean, it's...
Yeah. Well, he's on for it. He has a minute to play with here. He has the bomb. They're kind of clueless here, Exclusive. I mean, you could just go A at this point, but Shadow holds the angle. P comes in. Nobody there. But Exclusive are probably also thinking, like, if he just went A and found the side clear, then surely he would have planted. So surely he's looking around somewhere here. Timing is going to be everything here. Shadow takes the P, Crux takes him down. That one is a good one to put on the board for Exclusive. You lose a 1v4 to Shadow, the guy that has been just throwing you left, right, and center all throughout the best of 3. Like, I feel like that would be, you know, a preemptive GG here. But no, Exclusive punch one back. 1-4. A comeback is, well,
puts point on the board.
Step has been made. Yeah.
See if they can carry that momentum on here into round number 6. Shadow sticking on the Deagles here, going for a bit of a broken buy, just trying to save some economy here. Oh, Shadow coming in. He's like a kill every single time. Crux doubling up with the SG in his hand, and Shadow the last man alive, but Eurasia is going to go ahead and drop him out.
Yeah, 2-4 now.
Quickly cleaned up. There he is, Eurasia, 77 maps total, a win rate of almost 60% right there. And we're off round number 7 underway. And Crux has pulled out the ratio here for Team Exclusive. I guess, yeah, I was like, he's probably going to work in that A server side. He is indeed. So he's Fallen Knight in a jump shot, coming and drops him down. Going for the second. He's not able to find it. He's coming back. Oh, man, he is barely missing. Flashbang going out. And GTA finding Faultless now. Bomb is just hanging out inside a banana. Crux in a tough spot. My line creeps on in and drops him with that deagle. Now he's got a ratio in his hand. Minute 20 here on the clock. Eurasia coming around the corner. Oh. Wait for his teammate. My line. Just barely missing them on the side. They were all lined up for a moment. It's like if he had not had the smoke there, might have been able to grab a triple. Switches to the deagle. Quick little twirl, and Jepa is there. Makes him pay for it. Pops his top. They're moving on in. One player left alive here. It's Shadow. You can't count him out, though. 1v4 situation once again. He's down below 50% HP, though. It's going to be... Oh, my God. He's got 2 already, and he's getting out of there. This man's a bandit. Got to stop him. Flashbang out, and he's doing more damage. 46 HP. There's no armor on this man. Sadak finally puts him out of his misery. Team Rain still up by 1, but Exclusive closing in on him.
Yeah, I can't believe that Shadow, every time he's left in a clutch, you're like at the edge of your seat, like, but it's kind of a 50-50. 1v3, man, Shadow could win it. It's been Crane just, yeah, it's just crazy how he's been playing all throughout the game. Now, stopped for a little bit here. Exclusive have found a 3-round streak, and we have attack pause coming in for Exclusive. So I think this is the perfect call to really make here. Like, you're doing good, you just gotta make sure that whatever you're doing, you know exactly what that is and you're able to replicate it. And also for Rain, it's almost like rubbing it in, right? Like, yeah, you just had a 4-round lead.
Yeah.
Now we've made it a 1-round game, and you know, you have to remember that, again, Exclusive, like all of these players have been playing for years, man. They've been on, you know, same team as some of these Rain players. They've been on different teams. Like, it's not no longer Exclusive up against Rain. It's just a pool of players that all have so many medals.
And some of these players have played with the... Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Nah, go ahead.
I was going to say, and some of these players, like you said, they've played with each other before, right? On the same team. It's like there's a good mix. So, you know, you've also had the plenty of experience of playing against each other, but sometimes some of these players have been on the same team with each other in the past as well.
Yeah, certainly so. So you know how they play, especially on a map like Biru, which is, you know, the dust of Biru of criticalops. It's like, you know how these players play. You know what to expect. GTA is going to get faultless. Looking for more frags. Shadow with it on Sadok. Yepa and GTA with the refrags. Donnelly gets the refrag. GTA with another. Oh boy, it does look like Exclusive have found a way how to equalize. This was a low buy from Rain, but it does not work out at all. Gonna be 4-4 here, tying things up. If it was Rain to make the comeback on Canals and close out, then maybe now it's time for Exclusive to make the reverse sweep both in the map and the best of 3. Our next map would be Plaza. Plaza is just a pleasure to watch. There's so many different weapons you can utilize, so it would be a fun finisher. We kind of got cut short with that first best of 3 of the day, Jake.
I would not be opposed to getting all the way to map number 3. Heading over to Barcelona, getting in the sun a little bit. Round number 9 underway, though. Very similar buys across the board, except for Fallen Knight. With that Eurasia out here on the breach side of things. Eurasia moving down. Oh, peeking inside of servers. GTA is going to open it up. There's Fallen Knight right below him, finding Crux. The 4v4 situation right now. Watching his backstab. Fallen Knight set up perfectly here. He's going to strafe across, and oh man, he just went right over his shoulder. That was so close. Faultless in my line, and there's a sea of yellow in the kill feed. Exclusive needs to do something. Eurasia for the drop shot finds my line with a quick
Oh my
also
God.
finds Faultless. The game sense right there. Or either got super lucky. I don't know. Fallen Knight still alive. Pops his windshield and drops GTA. The bomb's been planted. Team Rain looking to try to take the lead once again, and there's Shadow moving right in front of Uria's line of sight and dropping him. 5-4. Rain back in the lead by 1.
Yeah, I mean, the 2v4 almost goes through for Exclusive there. Uriah, who's the stand-in, the sub rather. We have to remember some of these teams, most of these teams actually, again, uncharacteristic to other 5-man esports, have more than 5 players actively playing, rotating around. I guess for Biru, Uriah is just one of those maps that he likes playing on, and so it was a great double from him. Has been a very good sub as well. Crux and Sadog, though, taken down, and seems like Exclusive, what they couldn't make up for in aim in that round, now in this one try to recover with just aggression, but it's expected. The op holds the line, so there's the rifle. 2 on the board. Oh, Uriah GTA, though, go for the backstab. Caught. What is happening here? Just chaos across the board, but we will have the bomb moving into the site. My line delivers a finishing blow here as he catches a double. It's going to be 6 on the board for Rain.
Isn't that kind of what happened last time as well? It was like 4-2 on Canals, and then they tied it up, and something similar to that. Rain starts out a little strong. Exclusive ties it back up, gets close, even takes the lead a little bit, and then Rain's back on top. I feel like just flowing that same pattern, the ups and downs, the ebbs and flows.
Yeah.
2 rounds away
Seemed that way.
from the flip. Team Rain would love to take this into the flip up by 4. Exclusive going to do what they can do to prevent that, though. On a pistol round, a couple players already down. Shadow and my line grabbing players. Uriah, they're staying strong. They're staying competitive here. Do great damage to the side of Team Rain. Crux with the 2K. They might actually be able to do this. On the eco, they've got the rifles to work with. Shadow's low HP, and it's GTA with the HK shining the light on Shadow and getting rid of him.
Good lord, you were talking, I was thinking about, you know, what I would say in terms of, well, you know, just the default round you lose.
Yeah.
Just the pistol you get to, but I'm stopped, not even before I opened my mouth. It is exclusive to convert the 5th. Well, just pistols at a very low buy. Rain certainly showing that there are some chinks in the armor of, you know, them looking almost undefeatable, but there are some pinpoints that you can perhaps crack open. GTA is just going to spray down Donnelly and faultless again, so this time his aggression pays off. Shadow with the frag on Yepa. GTA, oh my goodness, no way. The 4-piece ace unfortunately denied, but that is a clip of the game. GTA sprays down 4, pushes out from sandwich, all towards mid, back towards long, just W key all the way, joystick to the front as much as possible. 4 kills there, ace denied, but that's a great way how to put the 6th on the board, and that's a great way how to kind of, you know, flow off of heading into the pistol, because now it's 6-6. You've equalized. You're almost beating Rain in their own game. This was a 4-0 game to start with, and you just need the pistol to take the lead.
No Deagle. Oh no, there's one Deagle. My line's got it in hand. Ooh, Rain. That was quick.
Yeah.
3 players already
Not
down.
ideal. Not ideal at all. Exclusive will be taken down. It's just Crux with the revolver. And another thing we have to think about, Jake, here is that, yeah, it's 6-6, but I think Guru is one of the most CT-sided maps out there. And we have to remember that Exclusive won the knife, so they chose to start on the CT. So Rain picked up 6 on the T side. And now, you know, they've won the pistol as well. Like, I know the scoreline would be 6-7, but I think this now makes it very sided towards Rain's victory. What do you think about that?
GTA. What a play. Yeah, I agree. I can't count Exclusive out yet, but you definitely are just seeing several things setting up in Rain's favor right now. Still early on in the second half, but winning that pistol round, giving him the early advantage here in the second half. Donnelly already opened it up on Crux. Fallen Knight making some noise inside of servers. That's where my Wi-Fi just went down, I guess. Oh my gosh, Donnelly, hello. Shadow putting down a player. That is Eurasia trying to double up, and he's able to do it. It's a full house coming in for Team Rain, and they take the lead up to 2 now.
Yeah, and I feel like we were talking about on Canals about Rain having to show up individually. Well, they certainly have. Still, Shadow is doing a lot of heavy lifting here, but, you know, the rest of the squad is also there when you need them. For Exclusive, though, it's a little bit of a different tale. If we had Sadok, you know, pulling a lot of weight, if he had some other players as well doing well at Canals, here it's really just been the GTA show. He's on 19, might actually be, you know, battling for the top frag of the server, but the rest of the team is in the dust individually, and so that's what Exclusive need. They need some raw firepower. They need some players who can, you know, get those entry frags, crack open those 1v1 engagements. It can't just be a GTA doing it all. So rifles are there. We'll see if the kills will. No one faultless. That's a horrible way for the round to start for Exclusive. They're just smoked up. They can't even approach towards mid. It's just spam through the smoke. Crux is low. He falls as well through the smoke, and that is just Rain. Both aim, but more so utility masterclass. I mean, literally, you're forced back to your own spawn. It was a 4v4, and they were pretty much spawn elevators. You know, as close to spawn as you can be. Eurasia, hold on. The sub has been playing well, but this would be a 1v5 required, and of course, Rain peek together. Refrags would have been there even if needed. It's going to be 9 on the board for Rain, and I believe for the side of Exclusive, they're going to be put on rather lower cash.
Yeah, Deagle's being pulled out here with a couple of MRs as well for Team Exclusive, working with what they got. 19-8 for Shadow. Still not as impressive as last time, but definitely getting up there. We could see him have another almost 30 bomb, or maybe even a 30 bomb here, depending on how these next few rounds go. Here we go. Falling Knight's first to open, finding Sadok. He's trying to find another through the servers. Frag grenade going out, and it's a sea of blue once again in the kill feed. What you gonna do? Donnelly trying to get a player not able to do. Falls dropping down to the ground. It's a 10 round in Rain's favor now. They've crossed the double-digit mark. They lead by 4 here over Team Exclusive.
Yeah, double digits for Rain. I mean, it doesn't exactly get any better than this. Exclusive have won 0 rounds on this T side, and that's the thing. Like, it was close in the first half, but you have to remember the score doesn't exactly give away the power duel here. because the T side is just so much more difficult on Bureau. Even with the best of strategies, like this map is so much played that you kind of come to expect everything, and as long as you just hold down angles and win your aim duels, which are easier to do on the CT side, you should be good to go. Rain, 3 rounds away from closing out our second best of 3 of today in a similar fashion. A 2-0 it would be. Canals was closed, but it seems like it, you know, both best of 3s follow the same pattern, Jake. First map is closed, but unfortunately the team that loses don't have enough steam or make-believe or willpower to convert the second.
Yeah. Definitely the way it's
my
trending
God.
right now. Shadow, once again, he's flashed. He's forced to get out of there. Light dissipating, giving him an opportunity to come back out. My line here. Ooh, Jepa, there's so much sniper utilization in the last couple. I haven't seen this much sniper used in a long time. I love it. Jepa popped to the corner. My line's there to find Crux. Oh, can he find him? So close. Fallen Knight about to pop out of a little altercation here inside of Banana. He finds one and gets another. Going for the third. He's not able to get it. Got to pop the reload. Never mind. Comes in out the Cowboy himself, but Shadow takes it away from him. It's now 11-6. Team Exclusive is trailing by 5, and it's looking like Team Rain is going to quickly clean this up. The economy situation, unlike previously, the first map is an incredible spot for Team Rain. They're not going to have to go to eco or anything, and I think they can close out 13-6 here.
Yeah, probably need to start buying up some real estate. I mean, you have 12k on my line. This is crazy from Rain. Literally all the advantages they could want. Exclusive with 0 rounds on the T side. All the money on the side of Rain. All the rounds recently. Fallen Knight is going to get the opener, but they're rather moving quickly towards A. There's still a possibility you can get on site. Perhaps GTA will get one towards Intel there. But Sadok gets another frag. This is good for Exclusive. This is exactly what they needed. Dying embers of the game, but Faultless does move in with the backstab. Oh, and Faultless gets the backstab. Donnelly with another 2v2 now. Bomb has made its way onto the bomb site, but there's also the threat of Sadok all the way towards B. So they almost have both bomb sites, but I think Eurasia, he hears this, is going to be holding it, but Faultless still gets the frag. That is just the excellence of the individual aim on Rain. They can make noise. Your opponents might know where you're coming from, but you're still going to get the frag. Now Sadok left in a 1v2, and Donnelly makes no trouble converting it. It looked like a round that perhaps Exclusive could have the upper hand in. It was a 4v3, but they'll lose 4. Exclusive lose 1, Rain lose 1. It's 12-6, Jake, and I think our Knight might come to an abrupt end here.
Yeah, it's definitely the way it's looking. They got just enough cash here on the Exclusive side to go ahead and buy up some rifles and some utility to work with. Rain's got plenty of stuff to work with. Even if they win the next 3 or 4, they'll be set. Sometimes that final point is the hardest to get, though, but I don't think Team Rain is really going to be struggling with that here in round number 19. I think it's going to be cleaned out pretty quickly here. My line already finding Crux. Exclusive just looks a little tired and frustrated. GTA still staying strong. They'll find the headshot on top of Donnelly. Faultless working strong. It's Shadow also there. Doubles up this man. If he gets a kill, he's almost guaranteed 2 or 3 more. There's Faultless one more time. That's it. 13-6. Team Rain closing out this best of 3, 2-0. With an even better performance in map number 2. Shadow once again sit up there top of the leaderboard with an impressive KD, 23-9.
Yeah, you said we had one of the quickest breaks. I think we might have had one of the quickest best of 3s. Sure, the first map was close, but as I said earlier, I mean, same pattern here. Rain take the 2-0 up against exclusive. Yeah, and the other match of the day as well. It was No Mercy, you know, in Invictus. First map close, second one not so much. So similar scoreline here. Shadow again topping the charts. My guy's on a 50 bomb in a best of 3 where you win 2 maps and one of them very confidently. Like that is just crazy here from Shadow. And the rest of the team, I mean, they did show up, right? When you needed them, they were there to at least get a kill, like do enough to where first map is closed, but this one is just a shutout. A little bit sad for GTA here. I mean, my guy tried his best. Maybe he could have played a little bit better on first map, but I mean, he's the last one to blame here. 22 on the board, tried so hard, but I think Sadok was really missing, Jake. Like, we saw Sadok almost topping the charts on Canal, so I feel like him having not exactly a good game was, you know, one thing that kind of just made it all fall apart.
Yeah, was that a 0.29 KD right there?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
GG.
Not ideal. So, GG's indeed.
Team Rain, well, they're one step closer to becoming champions for 3 years in a row, but there's still so much more critical ops to take place before we get there to crowning a champion. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go to quick break time, and we will be right back.
He will be here. He's gonna grab the first kill already. The ZU server, so Mosha won't play. The kills are still coming left, right, and center with Tyler and XD Gamer allowed to find one each. But Rain is holding on. Rain is looking for the final kills, and they're looking for the final nail with a coffin. It's all down to
XD Gamer getting his face blown off. Fallen Knight gets his 2-piece, making a 3-piece. Leaving it all to Chelly, and he gets...
And they win. The learning process has started, yet school takes quite long. Most kids find, and just like that, there's more to it. Fallen Knight shuts down another one. Shelly behind the smoke. Tyler is there to take down Myline, which tried to look to go back into the site. A flank also comes in the middle. Myline seeing him. Myline looking for the final piece. He runs in, but Myline holds it down, and it's double ding. It's gonna be tough, and that's for sure. First 2 kills taken, though. And again, ping differential makes a difference. When you're playing on high ping, you want to be the one peeking. The fact that you're only finding 2 rounds on the breach side is then a little bit problematic, because now you have to hold, and now that will be paid out pretty definitely. Chelly, oh, the players.
And they've had to use everything they could possibly use. And that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
XD Gamer gets 1. Tyler for another. Def gets 2. It's off to Myline. And he gets 2. Myline in a 1v1 with Triton. To keep underestimated in here, Triton just has to get 1 kill against the top fragger for the entire team of Rain.
Breach wins.
Of course you lose that one.
Giving his team enough time to not only escape, but get the bomb planted before they even went on a move. So it's a 3v3 retake. And Tyler, Masia doing a nice trade out. Triton able
Trying to play up close. Fallen Knight will drop on the side. Still a Deagle from Mosha. Not more able to get more than 1. Mylan still standing. If only he's allowed to stand tall for just a little longer. Trying to find XD Gamer. Losing 11 rounds straight. Yet now starting things off on a little less OP way. Nexera runs through the smoke to fall. And everyone successful to find the final piece. Shelly doing so. Swing from Mosha coming through, but he will be traded. Well done. Underestimated. Their trading is a whole lot better than the first 2 maps.
50-50, so well, it's not the worst with how that goes. And so, oh no, Masia for 3, Myline and Wives for what? Here they might be able to at least get 1 more, but that's going to be 1 more from Masia. Def able to get 4 kills entirely. Oh, but Fallen. Oh no, Def getting caught with his knife out. Chelly potentially not able to ace things up. Myline actually able to, or just pick their faces off quickly. Oh, this could be.
Oh,
no way! Well, Triton tries to do the same, but unfortunately not able to do a whole lot of damage. So it's going to break at least. But Myline, Def, Nexera, Tyla, all for 1. Now it's up to a 2v2. Do as it does a trade. It's up to Nexera and Shelly is actually basically almost to the end to determine going to the grand finals. This dude's rocking a 30 bomb, and they just delete everyone. Fallen Knight, Masia, Myline, Nexera, and Fallen Knight. They're pushing the gravel and underground. They're gonna go for the push. 1 for 1s. Zello, Rafa, Novocaine is actually here with them. Afane is able to get 1. The defuse coming in. Oh, wait a minute. They're still 2 versus 2, and they've got the bomb defused. Coming in for a knife.
Talks about his players, talks about his team. Yet he has to do it now. Yes, he has to show. Yet he falls again. Again. Fox will better off just pushing in, trying to take another pistol here and there. Taking another rifle, and they're doing so by at least finding 1. Cello looking for an AK, maybe looking for a chase. He's trying and backstab them. Gets another. Happen falls. Make it another. May seem to work for Mulip Mafia. It really is not a thing that they're too happy about. And they're really struggling to hold on to the sites. They're really struggling.
You know, basically, arguably one of their best maps, if not second best. You know, I mean, this is what they do. This is the map they love.
Again, they're gonna try to hold, and with success, because they're running their way through into the sites, and they take it.
Yep, and they're already getting it planted, so let's get again some extra money. But they're not expecting. GTA is only able to get 1 out of that. Vulgar able to pick up a 1. But again,
Metal might even see the bomb. He's taking down Shadow, and he might see the bomb when he pushes on further. He's now going to fall away. But this does realize when he's pushed towards the B side, he knows They're mostly gonna go towards that B side as well. Now Metal spots out A to be fully clear.
Rain, a team that needs no introduction, still seems to be the better side of the European side. Playing very well, played very, very well to convert the second map as well. 2-0, both 2-0s here today, Jake. The second one perhaps a little bit more unexpected. You know, we did expect No Mercy to perhaps go out rather quickly up against Invictus, but yeah, the second one though, a lot of star power, you know, on the side of exclusive. But Rain simply, rather should I say Shadow, Team Shadow perhaps, Jake.
No kidding. Yeah, you know, I think we thought No Mercy was going to be a little more lopsided, but ended up being a little closer, and then vice versa. With exclusive, that was going to be a little more competitive, a little closer, but wasn't quite the case. Definitely had their moments. Shadow, though, let's go ahead and before we talk about the teams, though, because we're going to hop into the replays, let's take a quick look at the brackets and see what's happened here. Speaking about both of the teams here, we can see that exclusive and No Mercy have dropped down into the lower bracket. Rain and Invictus have advanced, and they'll be facing each other here soon.
Yeah, it's Rain and Invictus. I think it should be the upper bracket final. I do kind of agree with that placement, but yeah, exclusive and No Mercy will have their other player, other side decided as well. I think for No Mercy it could be a bit difficult, right? Like, as Mullet Mafia, they did have a DQ in the first game, so they're a great team. Like, if they play well for No Mercy, it is a bit of a troubling road to go down here towards. We'll see how Saints do. They have been a team, you know, playing quite well recently. But up against exclusive, it's going to be no easy feat, even though they looked maybe a little bit deflated up against Rain. I mean, again, it is Rain. So, yeah, I think ultimately a lot of interesting things here coming up. Obviously, the upper finals already qualify you. The lower finals, not so much. You need to win them to qualify for the main event. So, yeah, I mean, that is what is up for grabs here. A lot. Criticalops are back with the World Championship 2024. This time, I believe the prize pool is as big as ever, Jake. You know, we do not disappoint in that regard.
Oh, there's so much good stuff on the line. And again, there's going to be so much more criticalops to go over here in the next few weeks. But before we head on out, we still got a little bit more to take a look at. We're going to hop into the map recap from map number 2 on Bureau. Actually, I think we're going to do a full recap, taking a look at Canals, because we didn't have any breakdown. We just went straight into it. Set a world record there from getting to map 1 to map 2. So yeah, let's dive on into this. Take it away, Twist. What stuck out to you most here in map number 1?
Map number 1, I think a couple of things to touch on here as we'll slowly go through the rounds. You know, we'll get to all of them, but I think the first one that we saw, you know, with the pistol round coming up, was simply that Rain knew what to do in any given situation. The problem really was the aim, right? But we saw the pistol round, right? It was a 3v4. Instantly they rotated over to A, they planted the bomb. Like, the calls were perfect, they were immaculate, they had no problems in the strategical department at all. Where maybe they could have played a little bit better on Canals, it was their individual performance, but again, I said all of the team, or at least 4 players, need to show up. Turned out only Shadow really had to get the kills. He was getting a 2-piece, a 3-piece every single round. It was 27 kills, and he didn't even get like 4 kills. Last 4 rounds, I believe, he didn't get a single kill. Like, my guy was in every single round. You can take a look at the scoreboard. Like, Shadow will be there right now, a double with the triple with the HK, and I think this was really where, you know, that comeback started for Rain, where Shadow just destroyed them and just picked up the pace from there.
Has been planted.
Yeah, that HK play that Shadow pulled out here, right here, finishes off the final player, Hakeem. That's where everything started to turn out for Team Rain. He got on fire right there, and you know, by the time we got to the end of the game, you know, finished off 27-7. I didn't realize how good he had been performing. Like, I knew he'd been in the kill feed and doing well. I didn't realize he was performing that well. And then he carries it into map number 2 as well. You know, he was really the player there for Team Rain. I mean, they all worked together as a team, but he definitely stood out today in the 2 matchups that we saw. GTA came alive later on in map number 2, but not as much here in map 1. Stood out to me though was Jeppa here and Sadak as well, both of them having a great map number 1 for team exclusive here on Canals. Jeppa just pulled the sniper rifle out just a little later and does some work with it, and we saw a lot of sniper action as well here on both of the best of 3s today, but specifically here with Team Rain on Canals, or with the matchup Team Rain and exclusive on Canals, and then move into Bureau too.
Yeah, just still touching on this Canals game. I mean, this was still a 7-5 half. It was possible for exclusive to make it close, and they certainly did. And again, I want to really give a round of applause for Sadak here. I mean, he's the in-game leader, right? We saw in the second game he didn't show up, but that's a different story. We'll get to it once we do. But yeah, we just needed more impact from him in the second game, perhaps. In the first one, he was the one doing heavy lifting here. This is the play there, right? Like the ace. It's we didn't pay like enough tribute because it was just up against pistols. You know, it's like kind of right off round, so you're not as excited in the casting sense. But that was a sick spray. I didn't even see it at first. Like the first two frags, those are wall bangs as well. Like my guy was holding down the line, metaphorically and physically. Yeah, for sure.
And the final round here coming into 23, 13, 10 is going to be the final score in map number 1. Exclusive again got pretty close to this. There were a couple moments it looked like they might have been able to pull it out, but ultimately I think what allowed Rain or Exclusive to get as close as they did to Team Rain was the economy situation, and I think that Rain did a much better job handling their economy here in map number 2, because when it got towards the flip towards the end of the game, they were in that situation. They still had plenty of cash banked, and it was Team Exclusive that time struggling with economy and being able to buy the rifles they wanted as well as utility.
Yeah, and then we did get to Bureau, where it looked like Exclusive were just a little bit deflated. I almost feel like they knew they had to win their map pick and they couldn't do it, and you know, not coming in with the best mental, and that's one thing, you can still come out of that alive. But what really, you know, put them to sleep there was the fact that early on Rain got a 4-round lead, and even though Exclusive were able to make the comeback a little bit, it still seemed just like too big of a challenge to overtake, really. Yeah, Rain here, they took 4 in a row, but then Exclusive, this was like their attempt. This was GTA showing up, but this is where I want to talk about like the performance individually instead of Exclusive. We did like talk about Rain not performing individually on Canals. Here it was Exclusive who kind of lost that momentum, right? Like we saw Satan in the form of Eurasia. He was playing all right, but it really was just GTA. The more you go down the rounds, the more apparent it becomes that, yeah, it was just GTA hitting all the shots. But that was a nasty one by Crocs. Unfortunately, he didn't have many to follow.
Yeah, he's had a couple opportunities to land the shot, but he just shot right over their shoulders. Again, I saw that sniper action in map 1 and map 2. Just love to see that. My line had some great pistol moments here. And once again, he was talking about Exclusive or GTA on Exclusive. You'll see him plenty of times here in the kill feed. He really started to show up here in map number 2, but unfortunately just wasn't able to help his team get across the finish line.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, for Rain, I believe Bureau is also where they started to shine individually, so I think that was one of the main reasons why it wasn't as close as the first map, because even though Eurasia might get a nice double or like that from round to round, it was Rain just kind of winning out their gunfights. This was a crazy 4-piece by GTA, but you know, still, it was just Rain kind of individually being there. And when on the first map, it was just a Shadow show. On this map, even though Shadow top fragged, the rest of the team did perform when it did come down to them. So, yeah, I mean, I don't see how you defeat a team like that, right? Like, Rain is the reigning champions, all puns intended, for years now. They have probably, certainly, you know, 2 or 3 of the best players of the top 5 in the world, might have, you know, 5 of the top 10, top 15 players. Like, all of them show up on game day, it is game over, no matter what team you are. Exclusive, I don't want to put them down. I think they did well, especially on the first map. You know, they did show that they can go toe-to-toe up against the best team in the world, but Rain, simply better. Better luck next time. Exclusive will still have, you know, plenty of chances to make the comeback, as they're still looking good, you know. Even though they move down to that lower bracket, they are still the favorites of that lower bracket, should be. We'll see how things go, but I think for them, things are looking maybe not as bad as we might think.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we see them at the end of the bottom bracket there, after those matches finish out. Overall, Team Rain did a phenomenal job today, and they there's a reason why I think it was about 85% of the people in chat were thinking that Team Rain was going to take the W, and they definitely showed up in map 1 and even more so in map number 2. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's all the critical ops we got for you this week. But if you're new around here, make sure you subscribe, ring the notification bell, and do all the things, because we'll be back next week with some more critical ops action again. It's going to be a whole month of critical ops here. Finals are taking place in December, which will be 14th and 15th. So there is still so much more to come. So once again, do all the things. Links to our video description down below. Also want to thank all our amazing sponsors, because we couldn't do this without them. And thank you, the viewer, as well, because without you, none of this truly truly would be possible. So big shout out to you all as well. Toast, you got anything else you want to say before we get out of here?
Yeah, I think it was exciting. I'm happy to be back. You know, I saw my first, my first criticalops games in a while, man, and it seems like the scene is somewhat booming. Like, we see old names playing well, we see some new names almost playing up to the level of the greats. Yeah, it's looking exciting. Worlds 2024, mark it in your calendars. You know, we'll have the world finals. For now, just the Eurasia region is already packing a punch and exciting as you can get. As you said, Jake, next week more games, but for now we'll wish you a good afternoon or morning wherever in the world you reside. Go on a rather long break and see you guys now in 7 days. Bye bye.
We'll see you somewhere soon on the internet. Peace.
It will be a bit of a unicorn round, a 5v5 retake in which Jimmy is going to put the first frag on the board. He's looking for more, and they certainly need so, but this heaven position is so difficult to deal with, Jake.
Yeah, it is. You want to try to smoke it out as much as possible. Of course, early, it's more difficult here in the early rounds with not as much cash to work. May is working it effectively. They're working their way up here. Invictus. May finding a 3K with the P250 in his hand. Jimmy made some noise, but ultimately getting dropped. And B is no longer the side of choice. A is where they are going. Shots are being fired right now. Richard is going to find Malik, but not before he's able to drop down Mr. Ramen there. Chicken or beef? I don't know.
Bomb has been planted.
Yeah, I mean, no mercy. Again, just walking on the side. No problem cracking open the bomb side. Problem defending it. Same for Invictus. Seems like it's just too T-sided at this point. And when the T's turn into the T's, they push in, they flash in, they overwhelm Naxera with beautiful there. So their locations are known as well. This just has to be dry aim again for No Mercy to shut this one down. But so far it has been there. But Jimmy and Valley with the frags. Akira and Sultan with the double hook side. And clock is ticking away. So how do you get past 3 players there? It's going to be so difficult. As soon as you swing, there's 3 on the other side, so they can't even push through from tunnels. Meanwhile, Long is arriving. Exist gets one. Sultan, Raymond, Valley, Malik with the frags going all the ways. 2v3 now, but I don't think there's enough time, Jake. Even with Exist getting the frag, they have to defuse immediately. And oh, Jimmy gets another one to defuse.
Invictus with the 2K. May gonna put down Malik before he can do more damage to his team. Comes up with 2, looking for the 3rd. He's able to find it. And Fires don't deceive me. He's got enough time to defuse. It's gonna be close, but he's got it.
Bomb has been defused.
What a play. 9 to...
Has to be No Mercy completing the retake, or we go bye-bye. We finish things off. There's going to be Sultan Ramen to get the frag, but the time is starting to tick a little bit low. Tick-tock, you got to make your move. Malik with the double, Naxera with the frag, leaves Malik in the 1v3, and this seemed rather impossible. It will be a bit of a unicorn round, a 5v5 retake in which Jimmy is going to put the first frag on the board. He's looking for more, and they certainly need so, but this heaven position is so difficult to deal with, Jake.
Yeah, it is. You want to try to smoke it out as much as possible. Of course, early, it's more difficult here in the early rounds with not as much cash to work. May is working it effectively. They're working their way up here. Invictus. May finding a 3K with the P250 in his hand. Jimmy made some noise, but ultimately getting dropped. And B is no longer the side of choice. A is where they are going. Shots are being fired right now. Richard is going to find Malik, but not before he's able to drop down Mr. Ramen there. Chicken or beef? I don't know.
Bomb has been planted.
Yeah, I mean, no mercy. Again, just walking on the side. No problem cracking open the bomb side. Problem defending it. Same for Invictus. Seems like it's just too T-sided at this point. And when the T's turn into the T's, they push in, they flash in, they overwhelm Naxera with beautiful there. So their locations are known as well. This just has to be dry aim again for No Mercy to shut this one down. But so far it has been there. But Jimmy and Valley with the frags. Akira and Sultan with the double hook side. And clock is ticking away. So how do you get past 3 players there? It's going to be so difficult. As soon as you swing, there's 3 on the other side, so they can't even push through from tunnels. Meanwhile, Long is arriving. Exist gets one. Sultan, Raymond, Valley, Malik with the frags going all the ways. 2v3 now, but I don't think there's enough time, Jake. Even with Exist getting the frag, they have to defuse immediately. And oh, Jimmy gets another one to defuse.
Invictus with the 2K. May gonna put down Malik before he can do more damage to his team. Comes up with 2, looking for the 3rd. He's able to find it. And Fires don't deceive me. He's got enough time to defuse. It's gonna be close, but he's got it.
Bomb has been defused.
What a play. 9 to...
Has to be No Mercy completing the retake, or we go bye-bye. We finish things off. There's going to be Sultan Ramen to get the frag, but the time is starting to tick a little bit low. Tick-tock, you got to make your move. Malik with the double, Naxera with the frag, leaves Malik in the 1v3, and this seems rather impossible.
Peek in mid, see if we can find anybody on the cross. he's able to find Valley. You know, he's just sitting there like, what the heck? Richard comes out, some nice information gathered from that.
Having the information works out in the favor. He's still gonna go for the peek. Oh my goodness, exists. Finding the player exists, hits the shot. I love the split screen. 2 ops, you know, who causes more towards B. And the smoke is good. Exist though, given a free shot, and that only misses. The second is good. So Invictus now at a player disadvantage. It exists. It's just the hard shots are simple for him, Jake. It's the easy ones that he missed first, but I think he spots the information there, so it's given over, and now a chance to hit the shot all under your tally. You're gonna know how to close games out. And Jimmy actually wouldn't, but if I really had to, then Rain would be the direction I'm going. But that's also just, you know, off of very little information recently how they're played. Well, look at that, the bomb site has been cracked open by Rain. They make a nice approach here. They go towards B. They unfortunately do lose 2 players, but it's like, well, everyone has rotated. Why not just plant the bomb? And 3 players spotted towards CT. My line will have quite the information here. Shadow's gonna get the frag. They're still looking to take it. Faultless with another frag. My line comes in as well, and this is what we know and love.
Managing that economy. Ooh, soften them up, man. Oh, just absolutely deleted. Control Z back to spawn. It's a keep it simple, stupid sometimes. Frick's coming around the corner, hits the first shot. Shadow there to reinforce. Oh man, it is just a sea of yellow right there. Crux and Sadak in there.
Now the whole game has been going just raw aggression from Rain, and they have the star power Jake here to punish. Fallen Knight gets the first. This is just pistols, and down they will go. Everyone gets a flag. Yeah, it's been the show, the Faultless show. Excuse me, the Shadow show, but you know, the rest of the team perhaps can show up. There will be a flag from my line. Yeah, possible they just need one more rifle round really to get to 12-12 here, Jake.
Yeah, Rain. Oh my gosh.
Alright, Sadak metaphorically and on the server, they push towards Vans. It's Yuria on the other side. GTA gets the frag. Fallen Knight takes down Yuria. And Donnelly gets another backstab from Sadak. Not good for a kill, unfortunately. It's a 2v4, and Crux and GTA, they've clutched out a 2v4 before. We'll see if they can do it again. Nice down.
He's probably going to work in that A server side. He is indeed. So he's Fallen Knight in a jump shot coming and drops him down. Going for the second. He's not able to find it. He's coming back. Oh man, he is barely missing. Flashbang going out. And GTA finding Faultless now. Bomb is just hanging out inside a banana. Crux in a tough spot. My line.
Back open. GTA is just going to spray down Donnelly and Faultless again. So this time his aggression pays off. Shadow with the frag on Yepa. GTA. Oh my goodness. No way. The 4-piece ace unfortunately denied, but that is a clip of the game.
Tired and frustrated. GTA still staying strong. They'll find the headshot on top of Donnelly. Faultless working strong. It's Shadow also there. Doubles up this minute. He gets a kill. He's almost guaranteed 2 or 3 more. There's Fault.